Alright, I was a little late. Apologies. I'm working with half of a back right now. I got pretty sucked into working and finishing up a bunch of stuff before the Easter holiday. So it took a little bit extra time to get around to this today, but we're back, and welcome to the channel. My name's Twice. Oh, God. I woke up today with some kind of something in my back. Don't know what it is. Pinched nerve. I mean, I think it's a pinched nerve. It could be workout related, I guess. I didn't think it was that bad. I'm really not liking the trend of me working out once and then being crippled for like a few days. The pattern is concerning and not one I like to see, but you know, we'll just hope it's a pinched nerve or something. Because at this point, I'm getting sick and tired of it, and I'm just going to push through and cause myself more injury, and then I'll have to rest, and you know, it's a vicious cycle. This is I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We are on our second playthrough. Our first playthrough, we were a scientific explorer type who worked both in and out of the laboratory to discover, you know, what the deal was behind a bunch of different phenomena. We found a decent amount of answers, but we also had a lot of people die that we could have possibly saved. We saved all those people last time, or this time, on our second playthrough. 3 different people have survived that didn't before. That just means more people are going to die in the future, like my mom. But that's fine. This time we're doing a government agent-style persuasion, empathetic type character who we're hoping to get a little bit more detail both on the past of our colony as well as a bit more in-depth into the second ship that's due to arrive at the end of this year. If we skip any dialogue, it's because we've seen it before, and I'm very sorry. Hey, Pat. What happened, pinched nerve? Pinched nerve, probably. So we chose a game where I don't have to move anything. Not even, like, it's just, like, it's not like a FPS where I have to be like, whoa, whoa. And we finished Resident Evil last night. I think we'll jump back into it and try out the mercenary mode on Monday when I get back from visiting the parents on the Easter weekend, but it was a great game. What are we doing? We're stressing ourselves out, working in the depot. Organizing is at 88 out of 100. Empathy, maybe? We could work on empathy. Get the next slot in that. Babysitting, I think, helps with empathy quite a bit. Kitchens also does empathy and creativity. Yeah, we'll go around. How are you, Pat? You got any big plans for the upcoming weekend? Saying no is also okay. What do I have in here? +1 to yellow cards, +2 to yellow straights. Got it. Though I think we're just going to do like a 7-7-6-6-2 deal and get a bunch of stuff there. Nice. Recover mentally from work. Yep, same here. That's pretty much my entire purpose this weekend. Not even going back home. Yeah, no judgment here. I'm going back home because I haven't seen my parents in like 4 months because they are snowbirds now and they flee to Florida for the majority of winter, so I never get to see them anymore. And now I gotta figure out. Yeah, I know I need a break soon. Mom, you're not gonna die on me this year, are you? Nope. You're definitely going to. That's unfortunate. That's something we can't solve this playthrough, I think. Our drive isn't ideal and rather get stuff done at home since in the office all day. Makes sense. Yeah, we have to make room for like our landscaping because like everything's popping up all of a sudden. It's just like snow, 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 gray grass, brown grass, not gray, brown grass, and then it's like boom, suddenly 2 feet of grass. It's brutal. You get to work in the kitchens. The first order of business is to find ways to stretch out what you already have. There's a kind of clay on Vertumna that's so rich in algae it's actually edible. You boil it till it's runny, then skim the frothy algae clumps that float to the top. This sucks. But we did get +1 colony food. Same can't be said for the sawdust you catch, and sifting it into the bread dough one morning, but instead of shooing you away, she just gestures you to come over and watch what she does. You watch her strong, broad hands knead the sawdust into the dough. Old trick from Earth. Sawdust is just a kind of inedible plant fiber, like a kernel of corn. Your body can't digest it, but it doesn't hurt you. It just comes right back out looking the same as it went in. In the meantime, we make enough bread so that everyone gets a piece and it makes them feel full. She sighs and rubs her nose with the back of her floured wrist. Most of our job is just helping people feel less hungry, Solana sighed. We can't make anything more nutritious or serve more than we have. Making a little feel like a lot is something that people like you and me have been doing for their families since humans first started warming up their food over a campfire. Our family's just 100%. I understand. Time for more trauma? It's always time for trauma. That's our life. How are you, Kamikaze? Actually, I'll be honest. Most of the reason that we're going home for this weekend is because we have our Easter egg hunt, where Chelsea and I compete against each other, and my mom hides things, and we basically just like hockey check each other around the house until someone has more eggs, and then we brag about it for like 3 weeks. It's brutal, and I need to win this year. It's pretty good. You gonna do a time loop thing yet? I feel like this game would do that or something. You're correct. Though it's just officially another playthrough. You have bits and pieces of your past lives that stay in your memory, and then there's a little wormhole insignia that signifies anything that you are able to choose because of a past choice or something that you've learned, such as being able to cure the shimmer without having to go through the absolute horrendous discoveries that we went through on our first playthrough, or realizing, oh, this is the day that Tammy, a 10-year-old girl, electrocutes herself. What are we at for stress? 98. Let's go. Never been less stressed in my life. And saving my mom? That one seems difficult. We have run into... Where are we at with this stuff? Gear, maybe? Collectibles? Where does it show that? Character traits? Nope, ain't that. Don't know where it shows it, but the colony food, we got enough. A lot more than we did last time. I think we have like 5 colony food, and we had 1 before. But I don't know if that's enough to save my mom from exhausting herself. We have, however, we saved the Explorer Tonin. Then he's semi-retired. He's like, peace out. That was scary. Tammy's alive, obviously, and then the professor, happy teacher guy, Hal. He's somewhere in here. Dang it, we're still too stupid. That's fine. So we made good progress, and we discovered what was destroying all the electric signals around the site, which should help. Alright, I'm trying to get rid of, like, everything that isn't yellow. It's an achievement, alright? Do you keep levels in your traits? You don't. You're completely different. Well, not different. You're given a completely blank slate. It's really easy to spec into anything, though, so I think it just kind of encourages different playthroughs and different experiences. Great game. I'm definitely going to probably write a review this weekend on it, on the Discord, and drop it. Even though I know it's not like we've seen everything, but still. I've seen quite a bit. It's so hard to concentrate on your work when you're so hungry. Dan tells you because your body needs both food and sleep to run properly, so if you're hungry, it tries to make you sleep more to compensate for it. Gives you ice cold water to help keep you awake, and tells you to keep moving as much as you can to keep your mind off it. This sucks. I will not steal it. We are a good boy. Also, wait. Oh, but that's yellow. No, I shouldn't. Ant's giving us more colony food. Might give us enough to not starve. I'm not sure. Takes all your willpower not to skim a serving for yourself before food goes into the serving dishes. Your stomach crumbles, you serve everyone with a smile. As hungry as you are, it feels good. Makes you feel good when people smile back. Making and serving food is an act of love. Mark, someone's making a mod for Omori that's exploring post-game after you move away. That's super heckin' cool. That reminds me that I never played the other path of Omori, but I also think I'm too much of a wuss to go through with it. I liked my ending, where things were not terrible. And that looked pretty terrible. Well, Path just gives you crap more content to do in Mindspace. Yeah, I know, but like, that's not where the real world is. Though if I missed any good music, I will be bummed. Though, I mean, I've listened to the soundtrack a number of times. I think we mostly got all the bangers. It's the whole point of the second path. I know! I'd have to get into a role-playing mindset, and I don't know if I can do it. It's so sad. It's too sad. I can't do it. Oh, we got empathy. Nice. Choose from 3 cards when relaxing. Alright, same feast as always, even though we've gotten like a pretty good amount of colony food. And how can I say no to Kel? Whatever, let's go do a talent show. Dis is nowhere to be seen. Oh, boo. He always makes me look good. If it's just you, I'm only the best out of 2. You have not won a single time! Mars has been working on her speechcraft. This year she gives a speech inspired by great leaders of Earth linking their philosophies in a sort of mega-theory about how the greatest works of human history have come from overcoming our greatest struggles through ingenuity and cooperation. Wow. When I was 14, I thought that farts were the peak of comedy. I still do. But this is a little too much for me. She can't help herself from drawing parallels to the current famine, the failure of colony leadership to prepare for it, and how the council clearly needs newer, younger voices to be able to imagine the future. The council isn't impressed by that part. Because it's Mars, the climax of the speech resolves with inspirational music and fireworks. It's very exciting. What have I prepared? Absolutely nothing. Let me completely undermine this with a comedy routine. It'll be like 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it'll just be 7, 8. It's fine. 3, 3, 3, 3. Actually, will that be 3 too? That'll be 4. 2. Kel's good boy. It's true. Oh God, that's stupid. Oh, the rock paper scissors games. They're just random. Oh no, I can't go back to Omori. Not those. I'll just listen to the soundtrack again. That was a nightmare. My lighthearted and irreverent comedy routine is what the people really want. And that's what you give them. Geniuses are rarely appreciated in their time, she says. Mars looks miffed at the snub, but shakes your hand. Is there a bot here where we can link YouTube music? I don't think there's a bot. You're still welcome to link it. I don't think it'll get flagged. And you've got the, to borrow a CS:GO term, you've got the trust factor. New perk from empathy. Drew 3 cards from relaxing. Okay, that's fine. We're into dust. Anything new in dust? We're into dust too. Wow. What a time. Alright, back in the depot, I guess? Anything new on the notice board? No. Clicking to save it for... Oh, yeah. I mean, Bready Steady Go is... Bready Steady Go is like... It's that, and it's the heckin' World's End Valentine. That's what it is. That had to have been what convinced me about the game. Well, no, I was already convinced well before then. I mean, you guys did a lot of work on the convincing end. But, extremely enjoyable game. Also, very sad. Just the way I like it. Music started, but is it still going? I mean, I can get it to keep going for a few minutes. If it's not too loud. I don't know how loud it is, because I don't work on my volume levels. Honestly, that song's just goated just for the fact that the enemies you fight are called the Unbred. Which is a pun I'd expect out of maybe Overcooked, and that's about it. It's top tier. So, Tammy stammers as you greet her. I have a question to ask you. You ask if this is something to do with the list she keeps of her friends' favorite things. Sort of. She goes, what's your type? Literally anyone who will have me. I am so unpicky and lonely. Please. I'm just so sad. Nobody likes me. Please. My type of what? These are good answers. These are good answers. 14? I'm not that smooth. Please, anyone who will have me. Someone out there loves you for who you are. I'm sure of it. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm thinking that my type is someone strong and also sensitive and kind and thoughtful. She hesitates, then just smiles and shakes her head. You wonder if she's thinking of Cal, because the two of them seem destined to be together since they were kids. Never mind, she says. It's, not that interesting. Hot and easy. Yeah, Pat, how did I know? With you. Hey, Mom, I have been doing so good in the kitchen. I am begging you to not die. I don't think that's gonna work, but I'm hoping your biceps can pull through. I mean, I might just work in the kitchen like every month, because every time I've been doing it, I've been getting more food for the colony. This is probably where we'll get the most content with the kitchen, because after this, the famine goes away. Not a lot of downtime in the kitchen, especially one that feeds 100 people four times a day. Where we live in that we get 4 meals a day, because I'd like to go there. You pass what little you have going through Earth cookbooks. You wouldn't give for some sugar or strawberries or chocolate. You miss dessert as a concept. Sweetened soy cake doesn't cut it. Wished you could say you were making a difference, but you aren't sure anymore. You seem to be running as efficiently as they could be, with or without your help. That's okay. Yeah, not too bad. Evening, pirate. How are you doing today? Let's see if delivering supplies does anything. Gives us perception, too. Geoponics delivering a load of fertile soil. The surveyors have brought in from outside the wall. Go to restoring the outdoor garden beds. He'll greets you. It looks heavy. I can take it from here. Feel free. With my back the way it is today, you are please. Do we swipe Cal instead of Tammy? Nah, we'll leave the lovebirds. Alive, how are you in chat? Yeah! Alive is a good way to put it. I am in pain. Get the cat. You know, she's been kind of a turd today. She's been watching too many birds. Oh. Right. With the admission that I just took her away from her favorite show, the 5:30 Birds in the Window, and she will immediately leave. Here is the kitty cat. Well, maybe not immediately. But she's got a strict window schedule. There she She wasn't opposed to me taking her, but she also... Oh, that does remind me. One more second. So because we don't have any ouch, children, we needed to get picture. Everyone's like, "Where's your kid?" We got to choose between this picture where she looks extremely angry and aggressive, or this will just take a moment. Or this one, where she looks like she's been hit on the head a few too many times. We swap them out depending on how we're feeling that day. We got our picture taken with like CVS. Like, can you develop these pictures for us? Oh no, I've put in the cat upside down. Actually, that's almost better. We're gonna do that. Alright. Back to imminent disaster. Let's go. What the heck do we even, like, how do we get persuasion again? Humanities class does it? Maybe? Yeah, there we go. Professor Hal is looking for someone to help with after-school tutoring. I'm sorry, I am too stupid to do that. But somehow I learned from that. So, yeah, good. Yeah. Hey, Knuckle Bean, how you doing? Oh, God, that hurts. It's been 3 seasons of heavy food rationing, getting more and more strict as you're dragged on. You've been wasting away. There just aren't enough vitamins. Oh, no, I'm mega stressed out. At least I can hardly feel the hunger now. Feel half tethered to this reality, floating around like a balloon. Everyone's going to the corridors. Mom still hasn't given up. She's gonna die. It's fine. Mom comes to your bedside and tries to feed you some of her rations. She can't keep the rations down anyway. No, I can't. Just had a 4-hour-long conversation with a religious anti-trans conservative. I'm trans. Why my friend decided to be a good idea that I should meet them is beyond. That sounds like the world's worst April Fool's Day prank. My best friend is trans. That has nothing to do with anything, but because it's not like I am, but still, yikes, that sounds awful. And I'm sorry you had a 4-hour conversation, because I think I would have been done with them after about 30 seconds. If I refuse it, will my mom survive? Probably not. It's fine. I didn't have any toughness to begin with. I stoically turned my nose up at my mom's rations. You better eat them. You better eat them, Mom. No! My mom still refuses to eat. Yeah, just... Come on, just make my mom... Yeah, she's dead again. Okay, we didn't figure this... I honestly think the only way to save her is to save geoponics at the very beginning of the game. We need the root code of everything. But I don't know if that's going to be something that we get from Hal, or something that we get from digging into and ingratiating ourselves with the government. I don't know. But it's happened once again, and this is sad. Guys, I'm already mega stressed. This doesn't help or hurt me. Of course I want to attend the funeral. We've done this already. This is why we're skipping it. I'm not a terrible person. We've seen it before. I will be taking the month off. Getting the code. Couldn't change mine, hence he's stupid, but it lasted 4 hours, which took my boredom away in the meantime, so, yeah. Well, look, hey, as long as it took your boredom away and you participated in it willingly, then hey. The worst it could be is exhausting and annoying. Don't think my mom deserves me reading it twice? No. She should have eaten those dang rations. Okay, so here's the thing. When we do this, Kombucha died. Also, Governor Udicott died. I don't know if we can save Kombucha, but we're gonna run out to face it either way. It's the big boy. Yes. Eldritch Horror, you know how it is. And it's straight to command. See, the thing is, I don't think we can help Kombucha. I don't know if we can save Udicott either. But if we do, this could give us a way in for more intrigue in the next 5 years. So let's try it. Smaller creatures are making a beeline for command, slipping into the heart of the colony while the defense squad is distracted. The line of slinking many-legged beasts passes by much easier targets, moving with eerie, almost tactical purpose. Whatever's happening, you have to stop them. Alright, let's see if we can save them. Should do every option just to see what happens. You make a compelling argument. You're right, I should use my just in case. What did we do, humanities? My just in case. Yep. I'm too stupid to do that. I'm so sorry. Gonna watch my mom die again. This is what you've done to me. I can't believe this. That's unchangeable. Why am I trying to do that? I don't know, whatever. It's good enough. Okay, okay, not eating. Feel the hunger now. Drink my blah. I'm gonna take the food this time. It's not like she's gonna eat it. Skipping mom's dying, it makes me sad. Bong, bong, bong. Take the month off because we're super duper stressed. This will stress us out anyways, but it's fine. Why not face it? This is an incredible design, by the way. I love it very much. Okay, we're backing into our just-in-case file that we've used a couple of times. So we're gonna help an enemy in calm first. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna do the exact same thing that it did before. But, hey, you never know. I mean, if I can make this work, which is a little sketchy. I do like unchangeable. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's enough to get a victory. We're just gonna see if this changes anything. It sees me. Goes to comb. Alright, comb is dead. I think. At what cost? Yeah. Okay. We've loaded in the just in case. Kombucha might be a you cannot save him ever. Technically, my mom might not be able to be saved. Maybe the geoponics thing is just a red herring, but wait, I definitely wanted to what are you doing? That's not glow. Okay, weird. I guess they don't allow saves like that. Or at least they put it in the same one. Use it this time. You know, we're messing around here. She's dead. Yeah. Mom's dead. Let's face it. We're not gonna stay indoors. Alright, we're gonna fight this monster on my own. It's an impossible combat challenge. $95, huh? Maybe there is a way to save kombucha. It's like evil Doctor Strange and what if. +5 bonus to physical red pairs. This would work well in a different style of playthrough. But, get the feeling that won't matter too much. Yeah. I mean, I can push through to be victorious, right? What does that do? Faceless whips its tentacles around. Stay on our feet. Not entirely certain how you manage it, but somehow you get on top of it, clambering up its thick tail with your pitchfork in one hand. Skin is leathery and smooth, radiating a sickly heat. Defenders shout as they see you climb into its massed tentacles. You ready your pitchfork and thrust it into its horrible craw. The Faceless roars, rearing back on its hind legs and flailing its tentacles around in an attempt to throw you off. You keep a hold of it as it kicks and bucks under you, trampling the defense squad underfoot. The fence line breaks and the Faceless takes off at a gallop towards the stratospheric. With a roar that shakes your very molecules, it loses its balance for the last time, falls onto the ship. Calm is still dead. No matter what you do, no matter what you try, in all your remembered lives, even killing the Faceless in single combat is not enough. There seems to be no way to avert this disaster. This time, you might have even caused it. Unicott was killed. Okay. Good to know. That is a really good card. For a different playthrough! Now we do what we actually wanted to do. In this playthrough. Done a combat run? We haven't. We've done a brains run. And now we're doing a speech run. And then a possible third one, if you guys are really interested. We could easily speed through a third one. And do like a big, dumb combat run. And I'd be fine with that too. Do you like anything like this? I think you like flowers, but so does Tammy. So, bye. Oh, right, I can just give give everyone. Oh wait, we can train together? We've done that before. Gives us some friendship. And it's free, so. Got that. Anyways, here's some wood. Just a big old log. That's it. I have so much of them. Except for you, you really like cakes. Just frickin' love cakes, dude. Mars, I don't really know what Mars likes. Here, have some wood. Mars did not like logs. Okay. We learned something new. It wasn't really surprising, but, you know. Alright. Our third and final actual attempt here. Boom, bam. Card becomes 3. Well, that's not very nice at all. But, I mean, I can do like a straight, not a straight, flush. That's the one. But I'd be open to doing a even quicker combat run through it. I will take the food this time. Oh my god. I'm taking the food. Thank you. Yeah, mom's dead. I think mom can survive. I get that the geoponics code must be the key to it, but I don't know where to find it, and I'm not going to look it up because, hey, that's part of the game. I've got to entice people to play it somehow, right? Got to leave something to the imagination. Don't know why I'm talking like like I've shared tasteful nudes, but you know. Close enough. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can save Unicott again. And see what this does. Look at that smile. Saved him. That's for the secret Discord channel. That's true. You might wonder who has access to that. If you are wondering that question, it ain't for you. 1, 3, 3, 3. It's good enough. It's not great, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just another 6. Good enough. Just the wife. Classy like that. True. You beat back enough beasts to help Utica escape the bridge. You shelter under a meeting room table. You hear horrible noises from the rest of the ship. Metal screeching, that terrible abomination roaring, the sounds of the creatures outside tearing their way through the hallways and trashing everything. Suddenly, the ship lurches and drops a few feet, buckling under the weight of something massive. Out of the porthole window, you see a fleshy pink tentacle slap on the side of the ship before the faceless abomination outside crashes to the ground, taking an entire outer wall with the ship with it. Utica sobs quietly into her hands in the sudden silence. You wait a long time until Congruence gives you the all-clear. Council calls an all-colony meeting to face the aftermath of the attack. In the oppressive gloom of glow, you gather near engineering with the other survivors. It's one of the few buildings still standing. The corpse of the Faceless still sits in the caved-in wreckage of the stratosphere, spilling its flaccid pink tentacles from its horrible zipper-toothed maw. It's already beginning to stink. Rescue the governor. I got an achievement for completing an impossible combat challenge there, by the way. Which is funny, because technically we didn't do it. But I guess the game is probably okay with that. It was a past life. Utica takes the stage and thanks you personally for rescuing her during the attack. Because of your bravery, the colony still has its leader. She also acknowledges the bravery of the defense squad, citing their heroes and finally taking down the Faceless. If only it hadn't gotten away from them and stampeded right into the stratospheric, at least they stopped it before it got to engineering, as it would have activated the reactor and left a crater the size of an asteroid impact. Geoponics is gone. The greenhouse is destroyed and fields trampled after a year of suffering and starving. You're not just back to where you started, it's even worse. Everything your mom sacrificed herself for, gone in one night. The entire front half of the stratospheric has been destroyed. The living quarters, the canteen, the garrison, the lounge, even the creche. It's all gone. It's only by some stroke of luck that people hiding in the creche weren't all killed. Utica solemnly reads the names of those who lost their lives. Too many. Too many. Tammy doesn't return in classrooms. Little one's got out. Okay, she's still in medbay and will be for a while. Everything else is the same as it was before. Rest for now. Alright. First half done. What happened to the douchebag guy who took over as leader? Are you talking about in the first playthrough? I think he just died in the attack. Is that Brannigan? I think he just died in the attack, if I remember correctly. But we soldiered on. Does anyone have anything to say that isn't depressing? No. It's like, y'all are outlaws and stuff? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he's about to arrive again. Which is why I thought a government playthrough would be interesting. Well, okay. We're rebuilding. It's the same as always. Gonna work hard. +2 to the last card, huh? There's a Zap Brannigan MTG card, basically, as well. Wow, I need to know about that one. Hey, that was the top score. Look at us. Did this already. Colony is very damaged. We're slowly rebuilding. That is sad. Happy birthday. It's the Mended Sun Medallion. What a birthday, huh? Utica is more frail than you ever seen her, but her eyes remain determined. Last week they held a mass funeral for everyone who died. There's talk of turning the Stratospheric's destroyed front half into a memorial shrine after everything useful has been salvaged. There's still so much to do. What did I get? Organizing 3. I can choose not to take new cards. That does make my goal of becoming completely yellow more of a reality. Anything to say, anybody? Neither of you know what to say. Okay, great. Cool. Very neat. Let's rebuild again. Dad is Chief Cultivator. Let's repair the greenhouses. Anything that can't survive outside a climate-controlled greenhouse needs to be harvested and sent to the kitchen so it can be preserved. Canning, jarring, dehydration. Ancient techniques you've learned about in school. But didn't think you'd have to put in practice so soon. Anything happened to... No. I think we'll max out their friendship this time, so we'll probably get an actual end. I think we only get ends for anybody we max out in friendship, so they don't cover everybody. But, no, they were fine. Same with Rex, as far as I could tell. Yeah, because Nomi Nomi is more of, like, creative, and that's more where our tree is leaned into, you know? Rumbling, okay. Alright, everything's landing. It's the ship. With Utica here, I am really interested to see how the leadership dynamics change. Yep, fugitives of Earth. Instance trying to slip out of the crowd. Well, let's listen to the others. Utica steps forward out of the crowd. You're not the commander of the Heliopause, she says firmly. Where's the person I was speaking to? Commander Morikawa. Everyone is surprised. Utica has been in communication. For how long? I am captain of the Heliopause, according to the chain of command. Sustained significant loss. Wonder how many people had to die before Lum became commander. Declare this new subject. To be quite blunt, young man, appears you need us as much as we need you, Utica replies primly. The Rotumnan colony, such as it is, offers our hospitality to our guests from Earth. Lum opens his mouth, but Utica cuts him off. Now, there's no need for this posturing. Whatever the purpose of your mission here, you'll soon learn that on this side of the wormhole, we are all human. Right now, we need each other more than we need mandates from Earth. Woof. Glad I saved her. Effective immediately, I'll be stepping down as Oh, come on! Come on, Utica. Stepping down as governor, turning leadership of the council to Lum of the Heliopause. Hope that'll satisfy your craving for justice. She smiles genially at him. At least don't we get our feet under us. Don't think we have a choice. New governor, under people, blah, blah, blah. I've done it before. What do you think about these new people? I'm excited to make new friends. That's true, but only because I know the new friends. I'm going to have these Helios eating out of my hands in no time, Mars smirks. The entire colony, now twice, salvage the wreckage, blah, blah, blah. We've done this before. Into late quiet. Fugitives, engineering wing is the only thing left of the old colony. They've rebuilt everything else. It's going to be like the French resistance. We're in our new quarters. I love the music here. Colony defense. We're not starving anymore. We shall rush outside to greet the day. People to talk to. Hey, Slonsai, can you pass me that? Yeah, that thing. Push one of the supporting beams into position, hammers it together. He hangs from the top beam, kicking his feet before driving to the ground. There. Stable as anything. Glad you found me. I was talking to Tammy earlier. She said some things, you know, about you, and it got me thinking. Look, you and her, you don't like her or anything, right? I'm begging you to ask her out already. I'm begging. Please. You are so dense. Oh, I guess it's really that obvious, huh? Been friends forever, you know. Guess kind of waiting for her to, you know, give me a sign or something that she wanted to be more. Tammy? You met Tammy, right? Yeah, I guess that was a little silly. Cal laughs. She's way too shy to make the first move. Thanks, Solanasai. I'll talk to her about it myself. I just needed a pep talk, you know. Yeah. You be you. Alright. I will ask about their outfit. Gaming gauntlets. I will immediately challenge them to a game of Laser Fable. Wow, Unchangeable's kind of neat, actually. I can just say no. There. There we go. Voila. Right on, friendo. Rex is still cool. Yes, of course. Rex is still cool. I love to shake a paw. I know a ton of tricks. He winks. Think you'd help me find the construction yard? For you. Anything. No, we're not a hornball today. What can I say? I'll take you there. Mars filing her nails, looking like she's waiting for somebody. Hello, cutie. Where did you come from? She says to Rex. Looks her up and down and grins. I'm just an angel who fell from the sky, darling. You try not to gag as the two of them flirt. You give a loud and point Rex toward the construction yard. He looks back at Mars over his shoulder and winks as he leaves. Approach Mars, deeps in negotiations with Tangent. You're looking hideous today, darling. Luckily, I'm doing makeovers and fashion advice free of charge. What's the catch? No catch. You just have to try on my new line of clothing and give your honest opinion. Come with me. Been working on these designs for months. Weeks. Fresh off the printer and dying to see how they look on a regular person. Thank you? My first fashion line is all about dressing for the seasons of Vertumna, Mars says as she ushers you inside. Mars's room is a riot of sparkling fabric. Yellow and angular for dust, airy and pink for pollen, stuff like that. If we ever make it back to Earth, I want to be known as the visionary who brought Vertumna home. That's a great idea, Mars. I know, Mars shrugs. Well, what are you waiting for? Chop chop. And try on outfit after outfit, letting Mars scrutinize your silhouette and bearing. She seems generally focused on how the clothing performs. Finally, you finish trying on all the outfits. I think the glow jumpsuit is the winner. Go ahead and put it back on, then we'll do your hair and makeup. We sit on our bed as Mars pulls out her box of cosmetics. A day look, or something more bold for nighttime. Flashy. Somewhat after my own heart. Mars does your makeup efficiently and then puts on a bottle of bright blue nail polish. Who am I romancing here? I don't know. Paint my nails, humming tunelessly when she works, and voila. This was fun. That's something. Blue is definitely... Know me or suffer forever. Oh, God. That escalated from a 2 to a 10. Alright, hanging out with my dad. Just gonna sit quietly to him. Yeah, we've done that before. It is still sad. Here's a log. Dis, how you doing? Does this interest you? It's a log. Hey, Vase, you're a horrible human being. How do I introduce myself? How did he? Lieutenant Olivacious. What did he do? He's just a turd. Let me permanently judge small children for their choices in life, okay? It's just what I gotta do. I practically run this place. Is that right? We have some of the best soldiers, blah, blah, blah. We're diplomatic for now. You can play outside totally different. We've done that before. Done that. I did something horrible. I missed the full game, basically. I mean, he was extremely, like, bad for an enemy in a relationship, and just seemed kind of bleh. Also definitely tried to start many fights with Cal, among other things. What do we got? Supply Depot. He was involved in the... Yeah, that's true. Notice board, da-da-da, where's your masks? Blah, 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 blah. I guess we'll just sample a bit of everything this year and see what new events we get, right? Slonisai, finally. They snapped, though you're not even late. Need you to take care of these deliveries. There's too many. You grumble and bring up the manifests on your holopon. What? There's no route plan. Some of these are time sensitive. Most of them will take multiple trips to. Few of them are alive. It's total mess. Zeke ignores your grumbling. It's your job to deliver these supplies, not mine. Quickly, there are more deliveries coming out of the nano printer every hour. This is gonna be tough. I mean, is it though? Yeah, is it? What do you think, Kitty? What do you think? That doesn't line up at all. 40, huh? Yeah, I mean, I guess. You don't know how you manage it, but you do. I did it by cheating. Every delivery done on time, no spoilage or waste. Plan the most efficient route, too. Seek is impressed. Well, as impressed as they ever are. They give you a small bonus. A really +1 kudo. Anyways. I only want yellows. Increase rewards for delivering supplies. Don't talk about that. It's fine. Alright, so that was that. Let's go work in the depot this time. OMG. Mars is unseen, drawing your attention from stocking the shelf. Did you see the new requisition come in? It's from Rex. I wonder what he wants, she says, scrolling through it. Ugh, he's so hot. Hope it's something for me. He knows I like gifts, right? You know that man will go through this entire colony, correct? Twice. Pull up requisition on your own holopalm, and it's a mess. Rex has no idea how to fill these things out. At the bottom, under additional comments, he's written, LMAO, sorry, I don't know if I did this right. Help! You and Mars exchange looks. If you want an excuse to spend on one-on-one time with Rex, you have to fight her for it. It's all yours, Mars. Rex stops by for some hands-on training with Mars about how to properly fill out a requisition. He cracks jokes about how she has to go slow because he's never done it before, and Mars laughs so loud, you're sure Seek is going to storm in here and bust them for wasting time. It takes them half an hour to fill out a form that usually takes 5 minutes. You don't have to stock the whole rest of the depot yourself. It's fine. Bum 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 bum. 2, 3, also 3. Really? Okay. Screw you then. We'll just do that. Probably missed out on the valuable persuasion points? No. Nah, we're good. Alright, that's those two done. We'll go back to do... I don't know if the delivering supplies will have anything else to do on it, but the others for sure. We don't have nearly as many gifts to give people, because we're not exploring. Nothing new there. Here. I don't remember if you like this. Well, I mean, you like it, but that's how you respond to everything. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna visit the spa really quick, and forget that one. Yoink. And then we're gonna forget this one as well. Help in the kitchens. Babysitting no longer available. Special delivery, children. Aunt Anne comes bursting into the kitchen carrying a large crate. She sets the crate down on the prep table and sticks her hands inside. It's time to do my very favorite thing in the kitchen, figuring out new ways to cook fresh food. I grew up eating soy rations, tasteless but nutritious. The hydroponics aboard the spaceship never made enough to feed everyone, so fresh food is always a luxury. And it's always excited to try her hand at real cooking. With a flourish, she pulls from the box an alien plant you've never seen before. It's pale blue-green, oblong, and about the size of her forearm. It hits the cutting board with a disturbingly meat-like slap, and immediately starts oozing slime on the surface. Your father finally cleared this friendly little fruit for human consumption. Doesn't even have a name yet. Come up with something fitting while you figure out how to use it. You look dubiously at the weird fruit as you watch it glorps out a fresh wave of slime. I'm sure we can think of something to do with it, Tammy says, clasping her hands nervously in front of her chest. She doesn't look as enthusiastic as usual, but she still manages to chirp. It looks really fresh. I don't even think that's edible. No way. Nuh-uh. You're not putting it anywhere near your mouth. If Anne wants to try it so bad, she can figure out how to cook it. Following your lead, Tammy becomes too scared to touch as well. Actually, new things are pretty scary, she says without a trace of embarrassment. Can't we just use it for compost? Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's locked. That's fine. Yeah. Just toss them in there, you know. Okay, that was that. We're into early dust. We'll do the photophenor. Nothing new on the photophenor. Okay. 7, also 7. 7 again. 6, and then 3. Yeah, that's about it. Autumnalia Festival. Crowd segregated as always. Tammy's there. Farm Beautiful Earth. Anything new? Meh. Same council. Got the defenses. We're gonna blow everything up. Yada yada. Festivities. Alright. Very grumpy, but too bad. It's party time. Oh no. Well, what happens if we don't break Nem out of the cycle of punishment? Guess we're gonna find out. I can do a bake-off? Oh, I'd love to do a bake-off. Bake-off is a new challenge this year in the celebration of the great surplus of food. Today's theme is chili. Spicy bean stew, not pixie beans, though. Tammy and Cal both compete. Tammy makes a simple but pleasing stew. Cal adapts a gourmet earth dish with alien ingredients. Both very comfortable working around each other in the kitchen, always coming over to give help and encouragement. That's collusion. It's not fair. Not fair. 4, 5, 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 5. No, that doesn't work. None of this works. Oh my god. Whatever. We'll just do frickin' whatever. +2 to neighboring cards. Okay, but we can also give +3 to that. That's like double 6s. And that's 7, and that's we'll put 4 there because it's unchanging. Bonk, 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 bonk. Easy. Easy peasy. Wow, I got nothing out of that. Make a chili that is so perfectly balanced, one of the judges cries. Not just from the spice level. Look at how happy I am with that. You win the cooking competition. After the festivities, the mood in the colony is a lot lighter. See people smiling easier and often see mixed groups of Helios and Stratos socializing together. It feels the first time people have actually let themselves relax. Okay, we've done kind of one of everything. Let's see if there's any new stuff, since it's a new month cycle. Check around. Oh, hey, Pops. You overhear your dad talking to one of the other cultivators, upset about something to do with the new governor. Don't bother, he won't tell you anyway. That's very sad, but true. We tried asking him before, and it did not change a thing. Rex, here's a hug. Thank you. Very exciting. Rex, also, here is some logs. I have so many logs. It is unreal. Nomi, I just have logs. That's it. Oh, it's your birthday? I definitely knew that. Back to humanities. Professor Howell hands you a stack of blank paper and a box of pencils and asks you to pass them out to the class. Today in humanities class, we're practicing your handwriting, he announces. Tangent groaned beside you. How? Why would we ever need to write by hand when we have holopalms? Well, this exercise will be part history lesson, part future skill, Hal tells the class. We may not have the holopalm technology here in a little colony always. Our replicators and computers will break down eventually, and when they do, we have to rely on low-tech solutions to everyday tasks. So first lesson, how to correctly hold a pencil. Even though their students get to work learning how to print by hand, it's a little bit like holding a stylus, but the texture is all wrong. The letters are small and cramped, and you have trouble keeping them in a straight line. Tange is suffering the worst, though. Ha! Mars laughs. Looks like we finally found something Tange isn't good at. Look, she keeps mixing up her lowercase a's and e's. What a nerd! Tange used to using a stylus with her holopalm, but she's never actually drawn the letter. She fumbles like a child, bashing her fists against the holopalm for the first time. It's painful to watch. You can tell she's getting more frustrated with each letter. Mars, on the other hand, has lovely penmanship. She can even write in cursive. My papa taught me when I was little, she says, showing off her paper. Cultured people know how to write for real. Is that handwriting? Or a seismograph? Tangent isn't going to want the help. That'll just tick her off. That was a great joke, honestly. Card becomes 3, and so it does. Mid dust to late dust. Really? Nothing new. Oh, we got 3 give gifts every month instead of once a season. Yeah, see, that'd be cool if I didn't just have frickin' logs. It's so cool you guys have people who aren't boys or girls, too, Nomi says, twisting a long piece of their hair around their finger. Mom and Dad told me that sometimes people on old Earth didn't understand stuff like that, and your ship left Earth before us, so maybe it was even worse then. But they were worried for nothing. Everyone's so nice here. That's great. Have a log. Rex, good to see you. Have a log. Sorry, gotta get rid of him somehow. Hey, Mars. Mars working in the depot today. You find her sitting on a pile of boxes, drumming her feet against them as she flips dismissively through a magazine on her holopalm. Every so often she snorts at something she's read and rolls her eyes. Hey, Slanisai, she says as you approach. Would you rather have really bad body odor for a whole day or have to spend the whole day naked? Yeah, I'd be fine being naked. This was just me for like 3 years, so. Yeah, that's fine. Me too. I mean, if anyone would still be found with no clothes on, it's probably you and me. Reading some of the teen magazines on Old Earth, Mars says. You know, like fashion and makeup and dating and stuff? She turns to a new page and reads out loud. Don't be afraid to use green concealer. You may look like the Wicked Witch at first, but don't click your heels and go home. Stick with it, and you'll be on that yellow brick road to clear, beautiful skin. What does that even mean? Papa taught me to put on makeup because I wanted to be pretty, like him. That was not your most graceful entrance I've ever seen, Spook. Hi. That was something. was more of a crashing in than anything else. You're trying to break my lamp. I don't like clamor up your blemishes, make your nose smaller, hide your scungy pores. That's all they ever talk about. It's like, was Earth fashion really about making everyone look as small as possible? What's wrong with them? I was the biggest kid the whole time we were growing up, and I've always been gorgeous. But that's not just my genetic enhancement talking. Sometimes I think they should have just made everyone unable to feel shame, like those magazines talk about as how to fix your flaws or act so different. Do people like you? It's such a waste of time. If people don't like me, they can flick off. I literally don't care what they think. I did not actually... That didn't tell me what your augment was. And now I'm interested. Her augment is that she's shameless. Wow, that actually makes a ton of sense. Didn't think that was ever an augment, but, you know, hey. The more you know. How are we doing with everyone else? I just keep on giving Cal cakes, and that seems to work out. Tammy, yeah, Mars. Yeah, we gotta work on these now. It's fine. Dating advice is pretty good, though. Like, my dad's taught me about reproduction stuff, but they get so squicked out when I ask how you actually get someone to have sex with you. She rolls her eyes. Teenagers on Earth were apparently very worried about getting boys to like them, Mars says. Like, look at this quiz. 10 ways to tell if he's super into you. Let's see how into me you are, Solenasai. First question. Do you have any cute nicknames for me? No. That's fair. I don't have any for you. Second question. Do you get nervous around me? Literally never. Not even a little bit? Acting like she's affronted. Last question. Do you go out of your way to see me? A little bit. Oh, I am happy whenever you come talk to me. Us sophisticated folks gotta stick together. Ugh, so wimpy. Well, if someone was... What was wrong with Earth teens? If you want to know if someone likes you, just ask them. It's easy if you're not a coward. I learned more about Mars. What about it, Solenasai? Do you like me? These is the same. This is a stammering dismissal. This is a flirtation, and that is a confession. Who is calling me? Okay, well, if it's work, they can screw off. And if it's not work, they can also screw off. The rejection... This is like the rejection, right? Is that right? Well, I'm not a jealous person. I don't mind sharing. Wow. Very open-minded. Yellow flower. We only simp for the shining light that is Nomi Nomi. Done that. Anyways, here's that. You're welcome. Help in the kitchen one more time? Alright. Strange new smell in the air. Tammy is standing the furthest she possibly can from the stoves, her hands bunched up in her apron. Catches your eye, shakes her head, looking distraught. Oh, you're here. I want to tell you something before we get started today. She gestures you over to the stove where an enormous yellow pot of stew is boiling cheerfully. As you know, the colony was raised on vegetarian principles, she says. Raising animals for their meat on Earth was, well, wasn't very nice, and took a lot of Earth's resources. You know, though there are animals on the ranch that produce milk or syrup or berries, you've never actually cooked meat. Well, humans have been eating animals for a lot longer than we've been farming them. We used to hunt animals for food and for their fur. Sometimes the ranchers have to slaughter an animal, and while some of the foragers bring back dead animals, Solenasai, she exclaims, horrified. Annie wants us to cook and serve them in the canteen. Anne holds up her hands, warding off your concerns. I know you might find this idea uncomfortable. I want you to remember this is no different than what would happen in the wild. Most animals are eaten by other animals. Meat is healthy and good for us, she adds. We can take advantage of every possible food source. That means, of course, we're not going to waste any part of the animal. Even the bones can be boiled to make stock. Tammy turns a little pale at the thought. Anne sets her hand on her shoulder. Ask Congruence for a tutorial on butchering and preparing an animal and follow her instructions. It needs to be cooked at a certain temperature to make sure it's safe to eat. I've already started the stew to save you some time. While it's simmering, you can start on learning what you'll need to know for tomorrow. That, she kisses you on the forehead and bustles out of the room. This is wrong, she says quietly. Like always, Anne has left you to manage things without her help. What do you do with this power? That sounds awful. That is cool. And compromising. We must embrace our meaty destiny. Oh no! No! Not Tammy's confidence! No! Anything but that. I can't have that happen. I can't. I can't have it. Tammy must be the most confident. Even though I do really like meat. Will that give... Okay. That's fine. Now I want to know if the sabotaging gives her confidence? That can't be. Okay. No. It did not give her confidence. But it didn't remove confidence, so I guess we're going to negotiate for a... vegetarian option. Not serving stew unless there's a vegetarian option. It's not right to force other people to call you eat meat if they're uncomfortable with the idea. Of course, Sunshine. That's a wonderful idea. Why don't you get started on the other stew right now and make sure both pots are well labeled so everyone can make their own choice. Make a lot more work for yourself, but you're sure it was the right thing to do. Tammy helps you out by making nice labels while you chop up the ingredients for the vegetable stew. They turn out really nice. Thanks for sticking up with me. For me. Solana sigh while she colors. I'm glad there will be something for me to eat. Alright, early wet. New season means let's look around for stuff. Oh yeah, it's wood. Very exciting as always. Oh, they're gonna release a plague. Though I do remember that... I hope I'll remember that they're doing the plague. I don't know. Let's work in the depot. Backstorms have been a mess since you started working. Now they're absolute quagmires. Since the heliopause landed and they combined the warehouses from both ships in a hurry. They're working on a plague that will absolutely shred through, like, the biology of the planet. And we aborted it because, I mean, that'll destroy the planet. Like, it's the stupidest idea I've ever seen. You hate missing streams? Well, most importantly, you've been doing... Why would they do that? Lum did that, specifically. It was Lum, and Lum threatened them with death. Death, or this. So... And we still aborted it. Hey, you've been doing excellent work. And getting an education. B, we always have YouTube. And C, whenever you're here, you brighten up the day. Don't worry about it. Worst part is, the Helio and the Strato use different barcode systems. Different barcode systems? You sell your Helio... Hollow Helio... Whatever. I wish this was like Wilmot's warehouse. That'd be great. You can shoot Lum in his kneecaps, yeah. I am definitely approaching this with a... Oh boy, I hope that I get to start a mutiny. Yes. This is true. 4, 5... 5 again. Also a 2. 2, 7, 6. No. Yeah. No. Maybe something like this instead. You start to organize. Green things over there, round things over there, things with stripe over here. Wait, where does the sports pole go? It's all 3. Should you start a sporting goods section? This is just Wilmot's warehouse. At the end of the week, the store is spotless. Everything is a perfect place. There's even space to walk. Seek and Mars taking the majesty of your hardware. You've done remarkably well, considering the state it started in, Seek says. Punch something in to your hollow palm. This deserves a raise. Wow. Don't want it, though. Even Mars is impressed. Wow, I don't know where everything is, but I feel like I understand how to find it. How'd you do that? Seek gives her a strange look, and she just shrugs. What? Sometimes it's cool to put in a little extra effort, even if it is some dumb boxes. Okay, we've done that. Delivering supplies. Nenomi and Vase are practicing hand-to-hand combat in the yard when you arrive with a crate from the Helio. There's a lot packed waiting to that big ship that needs organizing properly. What's that? Vase asks, using your practice knife. Delivery? Anything good? Crack open the crate, and it's a bunch of brand new weapons from Earth never been used. Nenomi grabs a drone rifle and makes a cooing noise at it, cradling it to her chest. Oh, more of these? Vase says. Whatever, just put them in the gun locker, I guess. Nenomi reluctantly hands over the drone rifle and leaves with Vase, his arm draped possessively over her shoulders. She shoots you a little wave. You're unpacking the shipment when you notice invoice on your holopalm says 5 drone rifles, but there are 6 in the crate. Well, I would never even consider such a thing. I would never steal something so valuable. Next time. Okay, you present. It is more logs. Mars and Nomi are bent over one of Nomi's sketchbooks. Mars is talking animatedly with expansive hand gestures. Nomi is nodding along and taking notes. No, 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 Mars exclaims. The neckline needs boulder lines, and down here, lots and lots of extra fabric. Make this part gold. I want it to scream. I don't have to work like everyone else. I'm only here to look beautiful and have people adore me. But we do have to work, Nomi pouts. Nanoprinting's restricted for this kind of materials. Cost kudos. Mars rolls her eyes. That's the point, Nomi hops. Not everyone's got as many kudos as you, Marzipan, especially us Helios. We didn't have any at all when we landed. If I don't wear something other than uniforms, usually trade or mod old clothes that are printing new ones. Mars looks appalled. You trade clothes? You don't even sell them to each other for kudos? Nomi shrugs and tucks their hair behind their ear. It's just some kids can't afford to print this kind of clothing, right? You're losing out on them as potential customers, but maybe instead you could design clothes that are pretty, but also made from common materials, so everyone can have them. Nomi smiles brightly. Then maybe when you're in charge, you can get rid of kudos entirely. Doesn't seem right we trade kudos for extra stuff when we're all supposed to only have what we need anyway. Nomi packs up the sketchbook and leaves, and Mars turns to you with a thoughtful look. Oh, Nomi doesn't know that I was the one who started selling things for kudos in the first place. The ads keep saying I shouldn't do that, because hoarding kudos and treating them like currency will cause... She makes quotation in the air mark with her fingers. Wealth inequality. You think they might be right? Well, they are broke. I mean, the Helios, I knew they were tragic, but I just thought they had terrible taste. You know, the uniforms and the haircuts. I didn't know it because they were poor. I really don't think that kudos make everything unequal. You can always work harder if you want something nice, right? That's what I do. Mars looks genuinely troubled. It's great we have everything we need. Well, as long as there's not a weird disease or a famine or whatever. We're still poor, you know? She sighs. We're poor in culture. Like, yes, every colonist has a steaming pile of mashed trippet every morning, noon, and night, but what if I want to watch all of it I haven't seen a million cajillion times? When you only focus on survival, who's making the holovids and the symphonies and the gourmet food? She throws her arms in the air and shouts. We have everything we need, but we're poor. Poor people don't care about art. No, I've got it. I'm a genius. If the adults won't incentivize the creative class, we need to do it ourselves. She snaps her fingers. We need to get the adults on board with adopting kudos and using it to pay for luxury. Instead of slaving away in the depot or the kitchen, people like Nomi could be artisans. She grabs you by the shoulders. We have an actual creative class. Maybe we can get some culture on this stupid rock. Can't believe I've never thought of it before, she says, clearly possessed with a beautiful vision. I'm the richest teenager in the colony, but what good is it if there's nothing to buy? Here I am sitting on more kudos than I could ever use, and I could have been using it to kickstart the creative economy. I could be a patron of the arts. Mars releases you and pulls up the finances screen on her holopalm. You catch a glimpse of her balance, which is more kudos than you've ever made in a year, at least. Yes, good, Mars says, thinking aloud. More than enough to start. Well, Solanasai, you'll join me, right? Let's give away some kudos. Sure, this sounds like a terrible idea, but I am all for it. Oh, Daddy. She laughs, picturing you with a... I'm never saying that again. I didn't know you were so generous. Nope. No, you're right. It's only kudos. That's the point. Nope, not doing that. You want to play a game with me? Is it Bottoms Up? I love that game. I didn't know they played it at the colony. Rex blinks at you, surprised. You don't know how to explain to him that you don't. You just remember explaining it to you in another life, so you keep your mouth shut. Since you already know how to play, what do you want to bet? Just for fun. Because I don't have any kudos. I gave them literally all away to support the arts. Made any friends? What do you do for fun? The usual, yeah. Plans for the future? I don't know. We've played this exact same game before, actually. Rex's last card is high. You can definitely win this, even with your high card. Let's check him for tells. Play a high card for the chance to win. Using my pass to win a completely meaningless card game, life is good. How you doing, Dis? Oh, you're still very depressed. Got it. Understood. Deliver supplies. Leads you over to a portion of the heliosphere being married to the old living quarters with a scaffolding of mushwood. That's wild. It's like our two ships are actually becoming one. It's like a metaphor. Get it? Colony and us from the Helio learning to work together. When we build our environment, it affects how we live, you know? You come by and help me. It's really fun. You get to build things. The construction crew is really nice. You get to hang out with me. I've got a job to do. I'm very responsible. Very. Alright, we're into glow. I think we're just gonna hide, right? Do I get to go out there? Oh, come on. There's a crystal right there. It's rude. Alright, well, let's relax in the lounge, shall we? I do not want to forget any of those. Sheltered in the lounge. Mood in the lounge is anxious, even though the colony's defenses are much better this year. Over hushed conversations, you can hear younger children crying inconsolably. Mars and Tangent are here, quietly reading something on Tangent's holopalm. Some of the civilian kids from the Heliopause are here too, including Rex and Nomi. Base and Nomi are absent, probably serving guard duty. The only two missing are Cal and Tammy. Dad runs a query through congruence to find them. After a few seconds, he smiles, quickly closes the window. Don't worry, kiddo. They're okay. You settle in to pass the time. Someone brings word it's not a faceless out there, at least. You hear a few loud booms from outside, so strong you feel the shock waves in the floor. People gasp and cover their heads, but nothing else happens. After the attack, Lum gathers everyone in the lounge, holds a big celebration for the soldiers. There's feasting and drinking and songs of valor, and as the party goes on long into the night, some drift away in pairs. Or more. Mars and Rex keep the dancing going. Even an enemy seems to relax, especially with the other cadets invited to drink with them. Cal and Tammy sit together and talk all night, giggling about something, going quiet when anyone comes near. Maybe it'll be completely fine. Okay. Food plus 10, plus 6. Lost some kudos. Yada yada. Alright. You see Tammy stumbling down the path from Depot, struggling to carry a large wooden box. The box looks to be stuffed with rolls of paper and other craft detritus. Give her a hand. Oh, hi, thank you. It's not heavy, just awkward, and together you carry it easily into the creche. Tammy sets that box down, and inside the lounge smooths on her skirts. Goodness, she exclaims. There's more and more in this box every year. She reaches in the box and pulls out a floppy-headed puppet. Oh, kindness. They were always my favorite, Tammy says, stroking its long pink hair. Do you ever putting on Gratitude Day skits when we were kids? It's hard to forget. Once a year on the Stratospheric, all the adults would cook a big meal and talk about how grateful they were for things like the oxygen recycler working and babies being born. Then the kids would put on a puppet show about the beginnings of the Rotumna Project. All the puppets had allegorical names like kindness or courage or curiosity. Remember some years you could get a little creative with the details. You've heard adults talk about how there used to be a similar feast day back on Earth, but whenever you asked about it, all they ask is the way they do it now is way better for some reason. Okay. Water is hard, guys. Drinking is more difficult than I thought. I'm great at breaking stuff. What was your favorite part? I like working on the set and puppets with Cal. Okay. You remember Dissa's song about Earth? And the puppet stage collapsed? Good times. +1 to Tammy's confidence. Nice. My voice has completely changed. I'm so happy we still have all these old dolls. Some of the littlest kids don't even know we used to do this. Can't wait to teach them. Good for you, Tammy. Good for you. Is the crystal still out there is the question. Oh, thank goodness. Stop putting moonshine. It's vodka. Is this biology and reasoning? Tangent. I thought Nomi was in this too. Robot. We'll just put it back out in the hall. Oop. Slash me. There's a robotics lab. Yeah, they put me in charge of the robotics lab on the new ship. Between you and me, I think they probably asked Instance first, but she was too busy. Not really sure what this one is yet. If you get good enough at tinkering and want a job, come have a chat with me. I'm not. And probably never will be. But, you know, thanks anyways. Appreciate it. Suns rise again after glow, heralding a new year. It's my 16th birthday. Knocking on the door. It's Cal and Tammy. That makes sense. They try to enter the room at the same time, get stuck in the door frame and laugh. Cal does a corny bow like Tammy's a princess. She enters first carrying a cake. Happy birthday, Tammy exclaims. Cal comes in, stands right behind her, his hand on her back. You two dating? Tammy turns red and twirls a lock of hair behind her ear, and Cal steps out proudly. We sure are, he says. Looks at Tammy and gives him a flustered, happy smile. Since the last attack, actually, I asked her out. Thanks for telling me I should go for it. Dad wakes up shortly after that, and you order up your traditional breakfast feast. I am literally just going to give that cake right back. Not because I dislike it, but because it gives, like, 4 per. It's nice. Boom. It's a cake. Oh. What are you doing today? Oh, yeah. You used to have a pet. Yeah, I remember that. I wonder if that's a storyline that we could follow up on. Giant pet. You find Mars frowning over a textbook on her hollow. She flips through the pages with growing disgust until finally she gestures angrily to dismiss the screen, then drags her hand down her face. Ugh, people totally suck. She exclaims. You slide into the seat next to Mars, she sighs. I told my dads about my plan to get the adults to adopt kudos as a way to encourage the arts, and they got really weird about it. Like, they think it's a good idea, but then they told me I should read up on Earth's history. So I did, and you know what I found out? People suck. The whole reason we left Earth was because trading money for stuff was a bad idea. Made a few people rich and everyone else poor, and it destroyed all the culture, and people fought and killed each other over it. By the time our parents left Earth, almost everyone worked super hard and was super poor, and like 100 people barely worked at all and owned private spacecraft. It's so dumb. This colony is the closest humans have come to income equality in thousands of years. We don't have any passion. Earth's history is full of people with passion and end up turning into supervillains while everyone else starves, Mars says. Is that all we're capable of, really? I'm a passionate person, Solanasai. Is being a despo all I'm... Is it despo or despot? I've never known. Anyways, you're gonna have to work at it. You're right, Solanasai. I'm glad I can always count on you to remind me to be better. There has to be a middle ground between austerity and inequality, Mars continues. I don't want to have everything while everyone else has nothing. Like, yes, obviously I want to colonize the stupid rock, I want massive cities and glass skyscrapers and flying cars, and I want to have to not fight off aliens every year. I want to pave over all these scungy pollen trees and kill the stupid bugs. I want air conditioning! Just want everyone to have everything, even the stuff that adults think doesn't matter. We can't live like animals just because of the boogeyman of our past. One day I'm going to be running this place, Mars says. Just you wait, Solanasai. I'm not going to let us fall into the same patterns we did on Earth. We have to take care of each other and master this planet, but we also can't forget what makes life worth living. Luxury. That's a good joke. How do we avoid past mistakes? I mean, I guess I thought we were already starting out equal. People would just be better? You're right. Seems like blissful thinking, doesn't it? Well, at least I have you to bring me back to Earth. I mean, for Tumna. Thank you, Solanasai. You always think of things I don't. I really appreciate that about you. You're welcome, Mars. Just call me... Phobos? Is that a moon of Mars? I can't remember the moons of Mars. Some aerospace engineer I turned out to be. Annual birthday hug. And another cake. Oh, gonna share it again. And she made her own for like the 7th year in a row. It's the worst kept secret, and it's really fun. God, I'm just so dumb. What's my reasoning at? 3. Well, we could get engineering classes. I mean, we could be a little less stupid. But should we? That's another question. Yeah, you like that. You like hugs. Man, it's so easy with Rex. Just give him a hug every month. That's all he needs. Back to the kitchens. Is that just Tammy? Man. Oh, there we go. That's Nomi Nomi. But that hasn't given me anything. Yeah. Playing the photo for Nora does not give us any new plot, which is frustrating. Alright, let's get a little bit less stupider to get less stupider. I think we figured out that lowering the pH was good. It was not. It wasn't. This is why I'm not allowed back. Biology seems interesting enough, though. Early pollen, yeah. Get one more life sciences in. You will watch unobtrusively. It was terrible. Okay. The shimmer, but we were inoculated, so it's fine. Yay! Boy, I would have been devastated if we couldn't solve that before. Find Nomi Nomi in the lounge, flanked by 2 holoscreens, doodling in a sketchbook. Nomi's attention moves between the 3 easily. We have seen this before. You can watch cartoons here. I frickin' love cartoons. You haven't seen the first season. We've done that before. Nomi's enthusiasm. What kind of aircraft would you be? Oh, okay. Kind of, well, you see, all the cool aircraft are taken. It's rude to be a double. Sometimes I draw myself, I mean my character, something weird, like a hot air balloon. Oh, man. That's quite a transformation. Alright, we've hit enough reasoning to get an engineering class. So we probably should do that. Oh, Nomi's in engineering. Oh, well, that's good. Yep, it's the wet sciences, dry sciences, yada yada. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good enough. Late pollen, okay. We'll go back to the kitchens. You're out for a shift. Find Ann has assembled all the kitchen staff together. Did you miss a memo? Tammy catches your eye and waves nervously. She doesn't seem to know what's going on either. Ann gestures you into the group. She looks excited. I have a challenge for you all today. You have a new special ingredient. I need you to come up with as many ways to cook it as you can think of. The best cooks this kitchen has ever produced, and I know you'll manifest great things with this ingredient. Snap bladders. I know. I've been trying to figure out how to make these edible for years. Hunters keep coming back with them, and they've been cleared for human consumption, but the smell, the rubbery texture. It'll take true culinary genius to prepare these in a way that makes people want to eat them. I want you in 2 teams, each working on creating your own dishes that showcase the beauty and utility of this overlooked resource. Tammy, one team, I, the other. That means go on, get. Ale cuisine. The kitchen explodes into movement. You sent your sous chef various tasks, but what will you choose in the main dish using snap platter? Let's invent a new dish. What are you gonna do? Make pommes frites with snap platter sank? Your sous chefs all look at you like you've gone mad. You're working off recipe. An unusual choice and almost certainly difficult, but will totally wow Anne if you can pull it off. Will your cuisine reign supreme? No, probably not. But we'll try it. Good enough. The panel of judges delicately taste their dishes and score them on taste, presentation, and originality. They talk about how creative your dish is. You definitely won most of your points on guts alone. It's no kitchen battle. Your food is clearly a cut above the other teams. And Anne places her hands on your shoulders, beams proudly. You are Vertumna's ultimate chef. Congratulations, Solanasai. Turns out they are edible. Start seeing them on the menu, thanks to your efforts. Why didn't I get the food up? Gosh darn it. What's the point? Alright. Anything new this month? Another piece of wood. Alright. Very cool. Oh my god, can it be 2 pieces of mush wood logs? Be still my heart. Persuasion is really hard to work through, by the way. Applying to work in construction. I don't know what it'll do for me, but we can apply for it. Engineering. A lot of pounding and wiggling to get a part of the wall to fit, which delights Rex every time he gets to make a joke about it. Sweaty, rewarding work. You learn something about engineering while you're at it. Solanasai, where have you been? I expected you hours ago. Where? I didn't have another job. It's my bad, Rex says, moving to stand between you and Seek. If he had a tail, it'd be between his legs. The perfect picture of an apologetic puppy. I asked them to help out. We're super short on hands here, and they did a great job. Seek grudgingly accepts that you did, in fact, do good work. They tell you you're cleared to help out in construction if you like, snidely commenting you're better suited for manual labor than the job you're actually supposed to do today. Screw you. You sad, pathetic loser. I just wanted to know what that would give me. Engineering and toughness. And friendship with Rex. I mean, geez, that's not too bad. Lowers lunch to the construction crew. No need to repay me. Not really. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Vertumnalia again. Anything new? We're celebrating. Eat, drink, me berry. I have a secret admirer again. Oh, it's literally the same type of thing. Got it. Anyways, back to the bake-off. They're standing really close to each other. Like, really close. Tammy dressed for clothing, Cal coughs. Well, let's get cooking. Time to get our bake on, right? Multi-layered cakes. Design, bake, assemble, and decorate a towering monument to sweet cake and frosting. Okay. That does not help. Not bad. Is that the best I've got? I feel like it's gotta be, right? I could always use my log. Perfect. Hey Matt, how you doing today? My cake is an architectural marvel, easily in the running for best thing ever created on Vertona, for sure. 4 tiers, decorated with delicate hand-sculpted floral detail and piped frosting. It's delicious, too. The best part is eating it, of course. Alright. We've settled into mid-dust. Therapy's great. I'm glad to hear it. Leave it alone for now. 1 second. Secret admirer, who's got my most... Oh god, Tammy's my most... It's gotta be Mars, right? Because Tammy is literally taken with Cal. I think it's gotta be Mars. Are you my secret admirer? Figured it out. Negative. I don't feel the same. Whatever, it's just a data bin. Do whatever you want with it. Is this all just a game to Mars? Wild. Alright, well, we accidentally continued playing her game, but that's okay. Present. It's a log. Rex, guess what? I know you're excited. It's a hug. But also, it's a log. Hey! News member. Yep. Construction crew. Yep. You've been doing good. And you want to build a... what's in it for me? Yeah. The usual. We're building a bar. Though that's a lot earlier than we used to be building bars. You look high and low for Cal. Can't find him anywhere. You're about to give up when you hear a curious sound from the gardening shed, followed by a trill of Tammy's laughter. You knock on the door that's been left slightly ajar just in time to see Cal jump away from Tammy, who's seated on the work table. Tammy giggles nervously and smooths her skirts, and Cal rubs the back of his neck. Hey, I was just showing Tammy, this. Picks up one of the gardening tools and brandishes at you. Tammy goes red and tugs her ear, humming. Hey, anyways, here is a cake. Boom. Get caked. This, I mean, you're gonna betray the colony anyways, right? So. You're gonna turn into some goop. So. Not a huge loss from that perspective. Engineering. This is Tangent messing with the experiment. Could be worse. She's not going to like it. Oh, no. She did. That's weird. Losing data wasn't my fault, blah, blah, blah. Just want to impress her. You will. Certainly hope so. Also, could you not do a plague? That would be great. Thank you. Super duper appreciate it. There's better ways to do this. Yeah, like that. What do you got, Tangent? What's up, Tang? Compromised experiments. Yeah, we've done this too. I hate being patronized too. Sorry, Tangent. I don't want that. It's blue. Disgusting. I have a present for you. It's... Wait, no. I need things that aren't logs anymore, actually. Random act of kindness. How are we... We're close to random act of kindness there. But not quite yet. Let's practice photophenor. Still nothing new. I thought this would lead to something else, but apparently not. That's okay. Anything new here? Doesn't really look like it. Let's see if the depot's got anything. Oh, you find Administrator Seek to ask about something. You actually stumble into a meeting they're having with Lum. Don't catch the topic of the argument. Manages to piece together Seek is trying to get Lum to come up with a way to explain something important to the colony. Whatever it is, Lum is dismissive about it. You hear him say he's not here to hold people's hands, which frustrates Seek. Figure it out, Seek. That's your job. Convince Lum you can help. You walk straight up to the two of them, declaring to be a perfect governor's assistant. You can handle all this mindless busy work, freeing Lum up for his very important job around the colony. Seek looks annoyed with you, as they are with Lum. Governor, however, is pleased by your audacity. He walks you to the bridge. Good. You can share that desk over there with Mars. You worked with Mars before, right? Good kid. Strong image. He handles my social media presence. No, that's great. That's delightful, sir. All right. We've gotten ourselves into governor assistance, which gives us persuasion and organizing, but we don't need that. But that's okay. One of the first tasks of administrators is to format the monthly report to Earth. It's full of boring, carefully formatted data. Seek is very specific about it. Makes you redo it 3 times till you get it right. You drop off a report at Comms Desk, realize they've yet to be told how to process any reply from Earth. You wonder if they reply at all. Let's investigate on our own. You sneakily read through the administrative HoloNet files you're allowed access now. There's a huge backlog of messages, all dating from during the 20 years the Transpheric was in space. Scroll through the preview text quickly, not wanting to draw too much attention to yourself. The majority of these messages are updates from the colony's allies in the Vertumna group, but ever so often, there's a message ordering the ship to cease and return to Earth, putting an end to their illegal immigration and return their stolen property. The Vertumna group weren't outlaws on Earth before. Stealing congruence and the gene tech definitely did the trick. Their messages are angry. There are no messages from any time after the stratospheric landed on Vertumna. Maybe nothing can get through the wormhole. Maybe the communication system was damaged and it wasn't until the heliopause landed that communications could be restored. Though you said you were in contact with them. Maybe both planets are just shouting into the void. It's impossible to say. Intriguing. that gives a lot of persuasion. Alright, last month before everything gets dark and sad again. Let's look around. Take a little look-see-doodle. Nothing there. Actually, without the babysitting, we're not getting nearly as much empathy as we would before. Persuasion's at 76, that's at 76. Yeah, I need 80. Well, nothing new. The mood is somber as Mars calls the secret Fun Times Club to order again. An enemy won't be joining us today, she announces, or probably ever again. She told me she's too busy with training and stuff, and she didn't want to do any more sneaking around. She sniffs dismissively. It's okay. She was kind of a square anyway, but we need someone to replace her. Some of the Helio kids are pretty cool. They like clubs and stuff, right? We should talk to them to see if they want to join the SFC. Mars stops and holds up her finger. Oh, and it's just SFC now. Secret Fun Times Club was okay when we were little, but we're practically adults now. What about the new governor, Lum? Tange asks. I know he's technically an adult, but he's fairly young. It'd be beneficial to have someone with some actual clout on our side. Mars gives Tange a withering look. We already have someone important in our club, Tange, but thank you for your contribution. I mean, Lum's alright, kind of dumb, but you don't have to be smart to be hot, you know? Can't believe Utica just let him be in charge. I've listened to some of his council meetings. They are total chaos. It's like he has no idea what he's doing. That's kind of mean, Mars. I'm sure he's trying his best. We should invite him over for snacks and tea and see if he needs help learning how to fit in. And shouldn't we be trying to have fun, not getting involved in politics? Anyways, Nomi is definitely joining the club. Club? Well, maybe I am looking for some more people to play Laser Fable with me. It's no fun with just me and Rex. They brighten. Hey, wait, can Rex join? Because Rex is my best friend. Anywhere I go, he comes too. It's been that way forever since we were kids. There's no way I'm letting him feel left out. Well, got both of them. That's even better. 3, 4, 7, 9, also 4. Nice work. We did it. I got a lot of persuasion again. I like that the Secret Fun Times Club can happen with anything in the general manner. It isn't this year that Dis leaves, like, he blows up the last year, right? Yeah. And then he blows himself up also. Actually, let's chill out. I mean, we don't really get stressed, so that's kind of nice, but let's visit the spa to start with and get rid of some of this stuff. Gross. And then relax in the lounge. Nothing new. Okay. Thought we'd get an event. That's fine. We'll forget that. Two massive faceless. Hiding. Best to just stay inside. Every so often you hear more of the deep whump noises and the zzz of Plaz rifles. They get louder. So close you can differentiate the massive footfalls of the creatures and what must be the heliopause's explosives. The walls shake with the shockwaves of the explosion. Then you hear a loud explosion, the loudest you've ever heard. Your entire room shakes, the floor and walls vibrating with a massive shockwave that rips through your quarters, then nothing. A few minutes later, hull pump chimes an all clear message. Creep out on the balcony to survey the damage. People filter out of their hiding places, shielding their faces from the heat coming off the bonfire in the middle of the square. On the horizon, the first watery rays of quiet sunrise are struggling to make a dent in the hot orange glare. Colony's fire suppression system is turned on the square, revealing the charred corpses of the two faceless. Use the mining explosives? Mighty bold of them. Wish you could save them for mining. It must have been the last of them. We can't make any more. While everyone was distracted by the pyrotechnics, Xenos got into one of the greenhouses destroyed next season's seedlings, and not all the explosives went off. Stray charge suddenly explodes across the field. Shrapnel zips past you as everyone dives for cover. Ye effin' stars, ouch. So you gingerly check the nasty burn on your leg. You consider that if it's Utopia's right, at least Garrison's out of explosives to play with. You can't just nanoprint more unstable molecules like those, but how will the colony defend itself during the next attack? Good question. Sorry, I'm just the diplomatic person here. Yep, sure, yep, sure, Let's do it. Oh, everyone got their glow up. Right, Tammy is incredibly baby crazy. I kind of forgot about that for a second. She said she wanted to pop out like 5 or 6 of those suckers, right? What's her augment again? Oh, it's the ears, you doofus. Just the usual. Ooh. It's a log. Alright. I shall take off my own shirt in solidarity. Aw, heck yeah. Good to know I'm not the only one suffering out here. Not like superhuman never sweats Cal. Sometimes you gotta relax and let it all hang out. You let it all hang out with Rex for a while, letting him chatter about life on the Helio. How different it is here in the colony. Sounds like it sucked. You like that. Easy peasy. Oh, perfect. We've hit the next barrier. What are you doing? Alright, you're writing fan fiction. I remember this. Can I help you with the world building? I definitely can. I'm actually creative. We feel really proud of what we accomplished. Very nice. Very nice indeed. This, you're gonna absolutely kill everything in like 2 years. It's fine. It's fine. Anything new, Mars? Oh, yeah. We have hit 80 persuasion. Through cheats, kind of. But it's fine. Mars' eyes go wide when you tell her you know something she doesn't. Impossible, she exclaims. I am the queen of knowing everyone's dirty dirt. Try me. When you're done sharing your gossip, Mars is speechless. No. Really? She gasps, holding her hand to chest. That really sounds like it came straight out of a holovid. They really said that? Wow. Thank you, Solana-san. You are welcome. Looking for Mars, you just follow the sound of arguing until you track her down outside the bridge. Can't believe how short-sighted you're all being, she fumes. Do you think we can just take this planet by force, by killing everything that threatens us? Like you've never thought about anything other than your stupid ego for 1 second in your stupid life. Who do you think you are? Lum roars. You'd be dead in the ground for me and my soldiers, but the only thing standing between this colony and destruction. That's the problem, Mars retorts, sticking her finger in Lum's face. You only care about defense, not about growth. This place is a backwater. There's nothing here worth protecting, she continues. You don't need to start thinking about economic and social policies that encourage growth and creativity, or all we're going to do is scrape by a miserable existence on this stupid fungus rock. What do you think we're doing? Lum counters. We can't grow until the enemy is defeated. There will be time for all of your... He waves his hand at Mars' extravagant outfit. Nice jewelry and fancy clothing when our work is done. Crosses his arms, looking smug. You think you can just walk in here and tell me what to do, little girl? You don't know the first thing about what it's like to run a colony. You just play pretend. At Mars' shocked look, he continues. I know about you and your little club, Lum sneers. You're a rich little princess playing politics. You should go back to what you're good at, looking pretty. No thanks. Oh, she can handle it. At least I'm doing politics, not just jerking off with my buddies about killing things. Mars spits. Oof. If every eye in the room wasn't on her before, it sure is now. While Lum is sputtering, Mars tosses her hair over her shoulder and smirks. See, it's not so nice when other people do it, is it? Mudslinging politics is so old earth. But don't worry, she coos. I don't take your lack of class personally. Get out, Lum roars, and Mars turns on her heel and leaves command, grabbing you on the way out. Wow. Nice. Alright. Keep on assisting the governor. Being Lum's assistant isn't the glamorous life of political intrigue you were hoping for. He's more of a soldier than a politician, and even then, you hear he's not much of a soldier either. If he notices that people mock him, he doesn't seem to care. It almost makes him more boastful, like he thinks the sole duty of the governor is to soak up as much attention and power, wield it whenever and however he likes. Whenever he's questioned on something, he unleashes such a torrent of bravado and barely veiled threat that it's impossible to make your own point, and then he just pushes through what he wanted to do anyway. It's infuriating. Given that the colony's governance was based around the idea of communication and empathy, no one seems to know how to contain him. As for the Helios, they seem to have gotten their own ways to get around him. They're grateful he has gotten into politics, because that means your older and more experienced security chief rep makes all but the largest military decisions. In fact, I think some of them enjoy that he's such a moron because they hope the colony fails. They think he's entertaining. Mars is responsible for producing his social media content, which he considers an important part of his brand. They mostly consist of powerful sounding, but ultimately empty speeches about how great the colony is doing and how proud everyone should be of their really, really, truly great work. Just fantastic. Really. Usually, while carrying a log of mushwood, so he looks super strong. You and Mars are huddled in command trying to avoid his attention while Mars scrolls through Lum's selfie roll trying to pick the best one for social media. As a political strategy, it's not unheard of, she mutters. Plenty of Earth dictators used it. I just can't tell if it's his official strategy or if he just really is this vain. I think it's the latter. Your footsteps approaching and Mars groans. Lum claps his hand on her shoulder and smiles broadly. There you are. I was thinking in the next video, I think the colony's ready to see some of the footage from that counterattack I led against the enemy aliens. Oh, stars. You've heard of this. Lum plays the footage, a shaky holophon recording of Lum screaming, "For Earth!" and charging into battle during the attack just before your 17th birthday. He looks like a complete idiot, stupid cape flip-flapping in the wind, and his face purple from exertion and fear. You barely stop yourself from cringing. The scene erupts into chaos and the explosion that almost got everyone killed. Can't believe this is the footage he wants to hold up as proof of his bravery and vision. This is great footage, Mars simpers. Just really great. It's actually perfect for Solana to practice working on their video editing skills. You shoot Mars a stinky look, but she just smiles. Lum agrees. With such great material, he practically did your job for you. How am I going to spin this into a propaganda piece? I could try to make him look bad, but that probably wouldn't be great. But I kind of want to do that anyways. Yeah, I kind of want to do that. It's funny because bladder surprises me every time I have to wake up to pee in the middle of the night. Ooh, that was not good. I lost kudos. That's fine. Somehow that lost more colony defense. Oh no. Cracker Knuckles settle in to make Lum worse than a joke. You make him a meme. Mars cackles when she watches the video and it's sent. It's perfect. I don't care if he looks bad. Garbage in, garbage out, you know? She sighs wistfully as people start to react to the video. I would give you much better source material. It's my birthday. Alright. We are definitely going to party. We've done this. Sock hop, hydrated, blah blah blah. We've done this before, but I just like hanging with my friends. Oh no, these aren't my friends at all. Oh wait, no, Tammy got us appetizers. Never mind. This was the right decision. The intangible friction of teenage politics. Wow, that would be devastating. I guess we're getting an audience with Mars. Mars strikes a pose. You approach, demanding with her body language that you take her hand and bow deeply before dancing with her. Feels a little silly, but Mars is something of a princess. She twirls you around the dance floor as if every inch of it is her domain and you her courtier. It's exhilarating. You two are the talk of the dance floor, for sure. You narrowly avoid bumping into an enemy vase who have stopped dancing and skip directly to sucking face. Alright. Oh, yeah, and Lum starts talking about poems. I'm getting vocal in my disagreement. Yeah, eligible squad joining fighters. Very boring. I am angry. Which I think we've done before. But such is life. Time for birthday hugs. Let's go. And then immediately deliver it to Cal. And pretend it was from me. Just repackage the cake. Enemies beating... Yep, we've seen this before. Sometimes you don't have a choice. Blah, blah, blah. Loved ones are in danger. But you shouldn't... You're being naive, Cal. Okay. No, I don't want that. But you have strong convictions. Also, here's a cake. So I know we gotta do more governmental work, but at the same time, I'm wondering if we have to get into the robotics lab to do things, and if so, how are we gonna do it? I don't know exactly. We've done this before. It just talks about holopalms and then how they're not really hackable. I'll just start from tangent. I am not very smart. There we go. Usual stuff there. Empathy. Do we have any? How's that? Tarnation. Do we get empathy? Guess just helping in the kitchens. Help Tammy clean up. I'm gonna stay a while actually. I like to study in here. The kitchen is my happy place. I have the baking ingredients scattered all over the station. Taro flour, sugar, oil. Looks like she's planning on baking cookies. I think I'm gonna trust the most innocent person I've ever met. My trust is rewarded. When you return to work the next morning, there's a wrap box waiting for you on your prep station. Inside are a dozen perfect-looking cookies and a little note that reads, "Thank you for being the best kitchen buddy a girl could ask for. Auntie Anne says this is my best recipe yet. I hope you like them. They're all for you. Let's go!" It was probably supposed to be a secret to surprise you. Cookies are very good. Something like this and that, like this maybe. It's fine, you know, it's enough, whatever it is. Pollen. Any new gifts? I don't have any gifts. Oh. See, I have no idea who else likes eggs, though. Like, no earthly clue. It's fine. Let's work construction, get a little engineering experience. So he gets everyone together to discuss plans for the next big project. Next phase of construction on the living quarters. You were lucky to get moved during the first phase, if only because your old quarters were crushed by a giant monster, but people from the heliopause have gradually started transferring from the crowded bunks to bigger rooms. Colony needs a massive construction effort to get everything built, not just sleeping areas, but larger suites for families, kitchenettes, communal and private toilets, and bathing rooms. Can't wait to have my own room. Rex is here and he's pumped. Keeps jostling eagerly from foot to foot. Never had my own room before. All of us spacer kids kept in family-style barracks till we were old enough to go to the juvenile barracks and had privacy. Woof, man. We'll have parties all the time. Can't wait to have a party in my room. I'm gonna love construction, Selenice. Looking forward to most. Skilled detailing. Yeah, I love that part. Finishing touches really make a space. It's amazing what you can do with raw materials. Oh, I want to show you something, Rex says, and takes off. Follow him away from Seek, droning on about timelines, takes you to a stack of plain mushwood boards. Just look at this molding, he says, running his hands over it reverently. Just staring up at a metal ceiling all my life. Can't wait for everyone to live somewhere that looks this beautiful. Very nice. We're just gonna zip, zoop, zippity, zop, zoosh, zonk, zoosh. Yeah, we did it. Anything new? Dad hasn't turned into a fungus monster. I don't think that's a experience I ever want to visit upon somebody. Nomi, do you like eggs? Nope. Well, you don't hate him, though. Damn, she wanted to have kids quickly. Dr. Instance gave me approval for artificial insemination. I can have a baby. Let's go. You know that Tammy wanted to be a parent so soon? She's only a year older than you are. Seeing her here, kicking her bare feet in the grass, can't believe how young she looks, and how very happy. Just beaming from ear to ear. Wanting to be a mother, Tammy said when I was at her dad. It's only one thing. It's the only thing I've ever been really sure of. Funny thing is, I know I should feel scared, but I don't. I know I've been scared my whole life, but I think about being a mother, I only feel calm. I can be brave. I can do anything as long as it's for my baby. Tammy's father gives her shoulder a squeeze and she leans against him. When I was younger, I took care of children in the old creche. They cried or were scared. That was the only time I wasn't afraid. Isn't that funny? You're stronger than you think. More confidence. Let's go. But still, holy crap. Sheesh. Need a little bit more empathy to get to the last friendship marker there. Tammy daydreams about having the decadent wedding cake she sees in the holobids. People in the colony don't really get married in the same way they used to on Earth, so there's not really a reason to have a big, white, multi-layered cake with pretty flowers and lacy icing. Doesn't stop Tammy from working on one. She presents it at dinner time and everyone enjoys a piece of her fancy just cuz cake. And I will too. By doing this. Nomi has made Xenos to the rescue. It's actually pretty good. And with our help on the finer details, Nomi has written something that truly elevates the art form. Thanks for the help, Slasa. Here are your royalties. Wow. Getting commissioned for fan fiction. That's the dream. Not sure whose dream it is, but that's the dream anyways. Okay, you're doing all the usual things. Blah, blah, blah. I don't see anything over there. Do I have a log for you? Anyways, here's a hug. Thank you. Hug, hug, hug. Yeah. Here's a log for that. To start building the bar. That's the only thing, apparently, that we get here. And random act of kindness. Congruence, the ship's tireless AI, has attended every birthday, but has never had one of her own. Tammy comes up with the idea to throw Congruence a surprise party. Sure, she doesn't have a birthday like you do. You just make one up. It's today. Hooray! There's no hiding from Congruence, though. She sees everything in the colony, including you two setting up, but she still pretends to be absolutely delighted when Tammy presents her with her cake, a collection of solar converters tied together with an electrical cord. That's pretty adorable. It's almost sickening, to be honest, but we'll let it slide. Back to the governor. As chief administrator, Seek likes to think they secretly run the colony behind the scenes. This manifests in them watching you very closely, suspicious of your motivations. To the adults, especially the older ones, you'll always be creche kids, not to be trusted with anything of importance. Slamasai, I need your assistance for a classified mission, they say. You're surprised. Seek never trusts anyone. Could this be a trap? You can trust me. Those reports you've been sending to Earth. They begin, looking around to make sure you're not overheard. I was certain the wormhole is blocking all communication, but it appears the Heliopause's communication system is fully functional, they conclude. Earth has been responding. Your eyes go wide and Seek shushes you before you can respond. Lum's received several brief priority messages from Earth. They're encoded, so I have no idea who they're from or what they contain. Could be from the Vertumna group or from Earth's military. This is worrying. You promise Seek you'll keep your ears open for more information. I will. I will indeed. Easy peasy. 6 persuasion. That's a new perk. Eventually. There we go. Extra kudos. +1 kudo every time you receive kudos. It's very repetitive. I like it. Here, have another cake. I think we're going to get best friends with Cal just by accidentally feeding him enough cake. But, hey, you know, whatever works. If it works, it's not stupid. Present, here's some wood. You're welcome. Also, oh, never mind. They're playing fetch. We've done this before. They're adorable. What's the deal? Are you two dating? Oh, no, not at all. No, he's practically my sibling. I mean, I love them, I really do, but not like that. I don't like anyone like that, but I love Rex too. He's my best friend. Aw, buddy. Kisses them noisily on the cheeks, snuffling into their hair while he shrieks with laughter again. Yep, odd ones out. We've seen them. Be different than my best friend. Vase sucks. I am your friend. But really, I just wanted a hug. Thank you. I'm surprised that creativity isn't like a Nomi quest line, but that's fine. Oh, you don't like flowers as much. What do you like? Strange devices. Welp. Can't get those. I can only get those from certain places. That is a bummer. I guess let's... I'm still thinking of going into engineering because I feel like Hal is gonna give us the code at some point. And I feel like we needed Hal alive to get that code. Popeye eggs. Yeah. Alright. For Timnalia once again, and then he's going to talk about taking the attack to the enemies. I'm very upset the festivals are being cancelled, because it sucks. The colony has its first pregnancy. Everyone give a round of applause for Espartaria. Tammy here. Vertumna's first mother. This feels weird. Tammy's beat red all the way to the tips of her ears, but she dutifully does a little twirl so Lum can show her off. Look at her, so vibrant, so healthy, just like our young colony. We're so proud of you, Tammy. Your child is going to join the ranks of the greatest species the universe has ever seen. Wait, Tammy's pregnant? Tammy descends from the stage into a gaggle of surprised and excited friends. Is it really true? Mars asks immediately, taking Tammy by the hands. Yes, I'm finally going to be a mommy, just like Aunt Anne. Take a good look at Tammy. You haven't seen a pregnant person in years, not since you landed at least. Aren't they supposed to glow? Tammy looks radiant with pride and excitement. Looking more closely, you realize her dress is starting to curve out around the belly. Every baby born to the colony, even your friends, is a complex arrangement of inherited, donated, and altered genes, and sometimes not even related to the parents. Council let Tammy have a baby. Does that mean there will be more soon? Cal runs over from where he was standing with his family, sweeps Tammy up in a big hug, twirling her around. I'm so proud of you, he exclaims, then rests his hand gently on her belly. Sorry. Too much spin? You okay, little hot pie? They look at each other adoringly. As you stand around and marvel at Tammy's news, the adults all start putting away the chairs, setting up for the games and contests. Mars puts her hands on her hips. So, what does everyone think about this war on nature? I think it's stupid. And we've done this before. Mars thinks that they should listen to her. What do I choose? I'm going to do another talent show just to... beat Mars one more time. See the reason for the outfit? When Mars takes the stage, launches a total showstopper. Using holograms to digitally change her clothes, she belts out an incredible aria. When the song is over, honest to goodness, pyrotechnics blast off all around her. The colony goes wild for it. How do you follow that? Rex gives it the best try, performing something between gymnastics and martial arts, throwing himself in impressive rolls and flips set to music. Break a leg, Solanasai. Mars gives you a wink as you prepare to head on stage. I don't know what that is. But it seems like something I'd like to do. Oh, it's like a... Right, we got the blast cutter when we were explorers. I remember this. Boop, boop, boop. +3 during challenges. Not the greatest thing I've ever seen. I should probably actually... You know what? We'll hold that off. If I do that instead. 41, that's 42. Yeah, I'll stress myself out for it. People are a little concerned when you haul out a mushwood log in an industrial-sized plant cutter, but swiftly become amazed you hack at the log until a basic shape forms. You switch to the details, blocking in the facial features and fine-tuning. You reveal your work with a flourish. It's a bust of yourself. How novel. I win. Alright, into mid-dust. It's Nomi Nomi's birthday. I don't know if you like fruit. That's fine. Works well enough. Tammy's sweeping up the front stoop of the lounge, humming a little song to herself. As you approach, you see her stand up straighter and rub her back. Now you know it's clear she's pregnant. You wonder how you didn't catch on for Vertumnalia. Or when she said, I've been approved for artificial insemination, that's usually a good hint. Still mind-blowing she's going to have a baby. First child born for someone who's themselves born in space. It's hard to believe she's only 1 year older than you. Little Tammy, who cries when toys break and is scared to leave the walls, is going to be a mom. Hello, Solanasa. It's so nice out there today, don't you think? She always thinks it's a nice day even when it's pouring rain. Must be nice to be so cheerful all the time. You look beautiful. Thank you. That's so sweet. She does seem to be even more centered and confident than you've ever known her to be. It radiates off her like a warm, glowing sun. When Lump had her up on stage, embarrassed around the whole colony, he kept thinking, wow, Tammy's really a grown-up now. Tammy leans on her broom with a dreamy smile. I thought about it for a long time and talked to Aunt Anne and Dr. Instance and my dad. I've always known I wanted children. Lots of them. She giggles and thoughts. Why not get started now? Aunt Anna and I are going to run the new creche, so I'll have plenty of help raising them. The way I was raised. I might not be the strongest, smartest person in the colony, but I'm going to be the best mom. I know I can do this. Do you ever want kids, want to say? Nope. That's okay. It's not for everyone. I'm sure you'll make a wonderful explorer, engineer, whatever else you set your mind on. Tammy goes back to sweeping the stoop, adding little snippets of lyrics to her made-up song. Find anything good? Ended on a cliffhanger. Empathy is 31. This isn't about the show, is it? It just reminds me that everything ends, and sometimes it's a lot sooner than you expected, you know? When I got here, I remember looking at a huge media library and thinking, wow, Galactic, I'm never going to run out of things to watch. It felt like the whole world was still ahead of me, ready to be discovered. A new planet, a new people, new life. Now it feels like everything's just on fire all the time, and everyone's always on my case about how I need to grow up. What's so bad about being innocent? Why does everything have to be so grim all the time? They wipe their eyes again angrily. And I don't get any more episodes of this stupid show I like. It's not fair. I get that. It's hard. Nobody nods, their chin wobbling as they try to keep it together. Yeah, they say, tipping their head up to the ceiling and trying to put on a brave smile. Thanks for getting it, Solana. You're welcome. Alright, back to assisting the governor. The next SFC club meeting, Mars swears in no mean Rex. You swear you will, to the best of your ability, protect and defend this colony against our enemies, faithfully keep the secret oath forever and ever. No mean Rex both agree. The pledge sounds a lot more political than you remember. Mars hands them both pins with the SFC club's logo. First order of business is apparently dishing more about the governor alone. What do you think about him? See as ignorant as he looks? He's not like pretending to be a nullhead to lull us into a false sense of security, right? Nomi and Rex look at each other awkwardly. Rex clears his throat and scratches behind his ear. Nah, Lum's just another meathead military guy. Honestly, he wasn't even real good at doing that, so I think they gave him a desk job to keep him out of the way. Then we came through the wormhole, and a bunch of people up top died, and he was the only one left. Makes a splat noise. Nomi nods. Yeah, they confirm. He's, like, pretty okay, I guess. We don't know him that well. Mars stares openly at Nomi and Rex. Wait, you're telling me he's the leader of the whole colony and all? He has the governing experience of a trippet sandwich? Nomi and Rex look at each other again, then shrug and nod. I would be a better governor than this idiot. He just sits in his office recording stupid HoloNet videos about how we're winning and winning. It's so pointless. What are you going to do about this planky nullhead? We should overthrow the governor. We could. Why not? If we want a better future, we're going to have to build it ourselves. This is going to go terribly. I'm very excited. Lum's war on nature is really bad, too. Cal speaks up for once. It's like he thinks everything will be okay if we just hunt all the animals here to extinction, but if he does, it's going to screw up the food chain real bad. Tammy nods her head in agreement. You look at the little SFC pin on your shirt and realize your silly childhood secret club might be turning to a bit of a political organization. Mutiny. 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 There we go. That's pretty good. What do we got? Mars. Come through photos with me. Forgot about some of these. Mars brings up a picture of an enemy and Cal, and they're both about 4 or 5 years old. Both stripped down just their pants and have painted monster faces on their chests, and are standing on top of the table in the creche waving swords above their heads. You remember that table being a fort, a pirate ship, a haunted house, and a jungle cave, depending on the day. Look at them, Mars says, smiling. You used to be the best of friends, right? Whenever you saw one, the other was always tagging along behind them. It's so weird that they never, talk to each other anymore. I mean, I get it. Then we got all weird about being a soldier after a brother died, and Cal really doubled down on the whole hippie aesthetic. It is sad they grew apart. Mars hums non-committally and goes to the next image. Tammy's gentle face smiles back at you. She's in the ship's galley learning how to make soy sweets from antecedent. Wearing an apron, but almost all of her is covered in different colored powders, used for flavoring and coloring the sweets. Even the tips of her pointed ears are dusted with it. Oh, look at this one. Can't believe Tammy's gonna be a mom soon. She'll always be this shy little girl to me, you know? Bet she has Cal help out. We're gonna be great parents. You just know it. I don't know what we do without her. I swear there's at least one picture of this in here. It takes almost a minute, but she finally finds one. Tangent dishes Joint 5th birthday party, complete with matching soy cakes. Their mother, Besk, is just out of frame, a drink in her hands. This was before Disc got all weird about his birthday. Still have no idea what happened there. I mean, he doesn't like birthdays. It's weird to see them so happy together. Yeah, they look extremely thrilled. Can't remember the last time I saw either of them really smile like that. Now Tan spends all her time cooped up in engineering, Disc spends more time outside than in it. Which is so sad. Didn't mean to bully him so much. I thought I would learn to fit in, like toughen up a little, so he didn't cry so much, you know? But I guess I ended up just pushing him farther away. When I was little, I didn't understand that words could hurt people because they don't hurt me. Yeah, you could have been nicer to him. That's true. It's weird looking back on when we used to be kids. We were so innocent. I had no idea about the wormhole or Rotunda. No dying, no famine, no killer pollen, no animal attacks. We didn't even have bad weather on the ship. All we cared about was playing and popularity. Now look at me, working on the bridge. You know it's all politics. It's like a professional popularity contest. Lum is an idiot, but he's got one thing going for him. Absolutely impeccable social media game. If nothing else, he knows how to get people to vote for him. Really, that's all you need. Morris leans over and rests her head on her shoulder. Your shoulder. Her hair smells like jasmine. Thank you for going through those pictures with me. I try to keep my eyes on the future, but sometimes it's nice to remember where you came from. Governor Work. There's still unrest between the Strato and Helio factions. The colony is founded with peaceful egalitarian goals, and the soldiers and scientists of the Heliopause represent everything your parents and the Rotunda group were trying to escape on Earth. This fundamental cultural shock can be difficult to navigate, even for those with cooperation in their hearts. Then there are those who do not wish to cooperate. Instance barges into command. While you're on shift, not waiting for an audience for, she starts barking at Lum. Governor Lum, she snaps. Tell your soldiers they are not and will never be welcome in my lab. Soldiers? Do you mean the researchers? Lum blinks. At Instance's terse nod, Lum smiles, puts his feet up on the command council. We brought Earth's finest scientists with us, Instance. Experts in their fields, every one of them. I thought you'd be grateful for the help, he says condescendingly. As assistants, Instance snaps, not lab heads. You can't just come here and instate... I can, actually. Look at this place, Instance. Your weird hippie experiment failed. Spreading his hands innocently like it's not his problem. If it weren't for us, we'd be burying each other right now. Everyone has to work together. Just then, the aforementioned researchers catch up to Instance, all start talking over each other, demanding the governor order. Instance, stop treating them like interns, start promoting Helios to lead positions. Instance starts yelling back, command becomes a chaos of scientists screaming and waving their arms in consternation at each other. I side with Instance. Which helped Tangent, apparently. Well, I'm going to listen while I file reports. Practically write these reports back to Earth with your eyes closed, or in this case, with your ears open. You half-heartedly type up a report. Continue to listen in. If you think I'm going to hand over classified colony intelligence to a bus of space cops, Instance spits, and the researchers all clamor to deny their relationship to the Heliopause military. Don't pretend like you don't want to send me back to Earth in chains, she snaps right back. That's why you're here, isn't it? You don't care about Rotunda, you care about recovering your master's stolen property. Bet you would have loved to get all four of us, she says, but Florescent had the good luck to die before she could get her work destroyed by a bunch of jackbooted Earth thugs. You flinch. It hurts to see your mom's death described as good luck. Instant stands ramrod straight, her face crimson with fury. Well, you're not going to get me, and you're not going to get my work either. Now, Instance, she says. You're right. We were sent here to bring you to justice, but now we're one colony. Neither ship is leaving Rotunda again. I sent a message to Earth telling them the colony was a failure and justice has already been served. No one's coming for you. How can you know that? We haven't heard back anything from Earth since we went through the wormhole. They could be sending a new fleet of ships right now. Strange expression crosses Lum's face. I've been in contact with Earth, he says with an air of finality. They told us to stand down and refocus our efforts on colonizing Rotunda. Seek gives you a knowing look. You try and get back to work. These reports to Earth that you thought were just busy work may be more important than you realized. 10. 10. 7. 8. 4. Good enough. Alright, let's try a little more engineering. Though that's not getting me a lot. I feel like being on the construction crew probably does more, but that gives us friendship points with Nomi Nomi, but it also gives us points with Rex, and Rex needs points as well. So I guess let's work construction. Nothing new there. New perk. Oh, we got toughness level 1. That was completely by accident, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Alright, we're going to do it again. Oh, it's Mars's dads. The unofficial heads of the construction crew are Aluminum and Burnish. Don't know them very well. They're great supervisors, honest, friendly, straightforward guys with wide shoulders, strong backs, and soft hearts. Nothing like Mars at all. How did that happen? Working with them while they tear down the internal walls of the heliopause, scoring edges carefully with plas cutters, then using sledgehammers to knock great sheets of metal free. What are we using the sheets for? Reinforcing the garrison and other new buildings. Bulkheads were important safety features in space. Don't want to explosively decompress the whole ship, you know, but on Vertumna we have different ones. Well, let's help them work. Learn a lot working with Al and Bernie. They look like big tough guys, but like most people in the colony, they really care about sustainability and doing the right thing, and they love to talk while they work, with no shortage of gossip about the other adults. Ah, that's where Mars gets it from. If you keep your ears open, you're going to learn more here than just how to smash stuff and nail it back together. Fair enough. How'd that get us? 2 engineering courses. Not quite yet. Last month before things go sour once more. Have fruit. Anything else? Tangent, you're not working on a plague, are you? You wouldn't be doing that, right? Yeah, of course not. That'd be silly. One more engineering course. Oh, we worked on Rex's bar. Cool. Alright. So that gives me 30 engineering, which is enough. Oh, nice. Enough to hopefully get in the robotics lab, which again hopefully means we can deal with this just fine. Oh my god, it's engineering 50 or greater. Well, we might still be working on some stuff later, but let's relax in the lounge for now. Actually, one second. Let's visit the spa. And then get rid of... No, this. Stop. Boom. We're getting there. Got like 5 more blues to get rid of. Anything? Nothing. And nothing that I want to forget, sadly. Alright, well, sheltering in the quarters as always. There aren't even designated emergency shelters because he's so confident in the colony's defense these days. Alright, let's wait out the attack. Songs of fighting don't cease for hours, long past dinner time, and well into the evening, even past the usual changing of the guard. From your window you can see Plan's rifle fire atop the walls and the steady pew-pew of the laser turrets. You want to stay up? Eventually get so late, you force yourself to sleep. For fretful rest, you wake to the realization the colony is still under attack. In the perpetual twilight of glow, it's hard to tell the time, but your growling stomach knows it's well past breakfast and you missed dinner last night. When deciding what to do, your holopalm chimes with a priority video announcement. Looks surprisingly well-groomed for a siege that happened overnight. So you may know the colony is still engaged in battle against the alien threat. The walls are holding strong and our soldiers keep mowing these Xenos down, but there's no sign of stopping yet. All non-combat personnel are to continue to shelter in place while our brave soldiers defend the colony. Non-essential work is suspended. Meals and other supplies will be brought door to door. Stay strong, Bertumno. We'll weather this siege together. Signs off, the colony social media lights up with conversation. Mars and Nomi are excited to skip work and watch holovids. Tangent's frustrated she can't go to the lab, and is concerned for experiments. Cal's worried about the fields. Mason and Emmy are silent, probably because they're still out there fighting. The permanent dusk of glow of the day seems to drag on forever. Again, you have to force yourself to sleep with the sound of gunfire drifting through your windows. Alright. Still fighting or sleeping, haven't heard from Dist in days. Rex and Nomi. Rolled up in Rex's room, looking perfectly comfortable being cooped up in small quarters together. Just like being in space, Nomi says, snipping at a bit of folded up paper. We're not used to the wide open space, you know. If you're bored on a spaceship, you can only move from one tiny room to another tiny room. You have to learn how to make it fun wherever you are. They open up the folded paper, creating a chain of paper figures, all connected at the hands and feet. Rex is puzzling over building some kind of birdhouse for a very big bird. Lays down a line of glue and presses roof piece onto the walls. Honestly, it's nice to have a day off. Been meaning to build a Xeno house for a month, but the construction crew has been working non-stop. They're so calm. Maybe this siege isn't so bad after all. 4 more days pass. You and your friends remain trapped indoors, forced to listen to the constant sounds of laser fire, rattling turrets from all over the colony. Xenos never manage to breach the walls, but they just keep coming. Exhausted guards cycle on and off the walls in shifts, dead-eyed and listless. You catch a glimpse of an enemy mechanically shoveling soy porridge into her mouth before seeming to fall asleep standing up. After the 6th day, you hear a curious sound. Silence. It's over. Your holopalm lights up with a priority announcement from Lum. The alien attackers have been defeated, he says. The siege has ended. Another year, another win. You're welcome, Vertumna. You're welcome, humanity. Lum smiles proudly and puffs out his chest. You're welcome? What did he do? Oh, right, yeah. This is where Rhett gets really upset. Just a dream. Blah, blah, blah. I've seen that before, for sure. Empathy, persuasion, reasoning, engineering, a little toughness. Yep. 95. Start age 18. Yeah, let's see what we're looking like here. Honestly, not a lot going on. Just some wood for Rex. Tackle hug. Yep, seen this before. Rex hug 2. I just wanted to say hi. Done that before, okay. Hugs incoming, yeah. Easy peasy. Got you present. It is wood. You are welcome. Nomi likes crystal clusters. Easy peasy. Then we got to the next part of Rex's thing, where he's gonna look at making the bar. Oh. It's ready to be finished now. It was perfect and huge, but it didn't have to be. The joy people had from going there wasn't from how opulent it was from being able to Rex with your friends. You remember joking with Rex about how people would have loved it even if it was just a few planks and a keg of beer. But you remember other things too. It hurts when you try to remember specifics, but you have a feeling that maybe Rex doesn't have enough time to finish the darn thing. It feels like something bad's gonna happen, and well, you have to live life now while living's good. You tell Rex as much, and look of relief on his face tells you you've been thinking the same thing. You're right, Slonisai. You should stop trying to make it so perfect, because it'll never get done. How about we open it next week? I did actually make it, though. Maybe it's not as spectacular as it could have been, but if you let Rex bang away at it forever, it's good enough. There's a stage, dance floor, a few places for people to lounge, and of course a bar. Lightly stocked for now, but sure Rex's next job will be to cajole some liquor out of stores. Pour my friends a drink. Ugh, it's so sour. Why do adults drink this stuff? You know, we make faces and slip your shots as Rex laughs. During the day, the place will be a quiet cafe where people can gather with friends or sit and study. At night, Mars is going to lead karaoke nights, and I'll make sure the dance floor is always jumping, and I'll just be happy everyone has a good time here. Thanks for all your help, Slonisai. You're welcome. Though we did finish it. It just took like a long time. I think we had like a month left. That was about it. Not a lot. Governor stuff. Nope. Nothing super new there. Or I guess integral. Cool. Good enough. More persuasion, organizing. It's my birthday, and I've been having nightmares. I will pretend to be surprised because of the surprise party. Yep. Usual stuff. Oh, and Tammy had a baby. Look, Slonisai. Echinacia? Echidna just missed your birthday by a day. You coo over the baby girl and wish Tammy a speedy recovery. She looks even more tired than you are, but everyone is happy and healthy, especially Cal. He takes the holoscreen for a few minutes after you're done so he can obsess over Tammy's new baby. You know he's probably not, well, not supposed to be, related to Echidna. He's every bit the proud daddy. He returns to the party. He's so happy he sounds like a total dork. He tells everyone about the new baby, beaming so proudly for Tammy they can probably take readings from Earth. Friends are so amazing. They're all here because they care about you. And then you get some nerds. And then they get into a fight because they get called fascists. Uh-oh. I don't have friendship with either of them. But they should stop. Someone throws a punch, and it's all chaos from there. Despite Cal's bravado and brawny physique, he's no fighter, and one of the Helio kids stalks him in the stomach, goes down like a felled gnarl tree. Rex throws himself between Cal and his assailants, catching a few kicks on Cal's behalf before the Helios get tired and leave with a few parting shots at Cal's alleged romantic interactions with the float cows. Mace doesn't get involved, but he doesn't stop them either. He's the last to leave the lounge, staring hard at Rex before smirking and turning away. First time, huh? Don't worry, they probably got it out of their system. Good on you for sticking up for yourself, though. Enemy lingers at a distance, clearly angry at Cal, but feeling bad about the fight. Well, Mars exclaims, that was enough excitement, I think. Let's move on to the important part. Cake and presents. Under Mars' skillful, party-hosting hand, mood shifts back to festive. Birthday hug, birthday cake, share it with Tammy. Share the cake with Cal. It is easy. Boom, bam. You've been caked. Geoponics. Oh, right. The power grid. Trying to fix that. Don't ask how, but I know how to fix it. I remember from a past life. I forgot to not forget that, but whatever. It's fine. Jeez. How am I going to get a mutiny going? I mean, I guess if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in the last year, right? I'm also wondering if we can't stop the plague if we're not friends with Tangent. I don't know. Only thing I can do is continue to work on this. And hopefully we catch something. Because I think we're going to run into troubles otherwise. Construction, da-da-da-da. Can't believe Seek asked us to go fetch these poles, Rex laughs, adjusting his grip on his end of the armful of poles. Get it? Never even seen a real dog. Never will? Before the Helio left Earth, guess the big fashion craze was for people to splice animal traits into their genomes. Only dog boys, that make me super fashionable? I mean, I'll be the planner, but I'm also gonna skip that. And then we made a good team. For... it doesn't matter. I think something like that would be, yep, the best we could do. And we got another perk, too. Extra card at the start of challenges. I'd say we're in pretty good position. We're just flying blind on the mutiny portion of this. Though, in general, it seems like it happens very quick. Like, the Shimmer Cure was like a couple events, and then boom, it was done. Just need to find the right thing. Seen this before, do. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I guess we'll be back with more of this on Thursday. I want to at least finish the second playthrough. If you guys want to see a third playthrough, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to start jumping into random other things. But we'll at the very least finish this one. Whether it goes well or not. But yeah, if you're enjoying it, we could easily pull off a quick third playthrough as well. There's nothing really out that I'm super interested in right now, so I've got a few ideas of various random streams, some Isaac or whatever else. So yeah, I mean, let me know. We've also got new weekend stream game coming out. Vote on that in the Discord if you haven't already. Otherwise, I have to choose, and that's excruciating for me. Which means you're going to make me do it, but it's fine. That'll be probably a couple weekends away at least, because this weekend's Easter, and I'll be out of town. So, but until then, thanks so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a follow or just come back. Hang out any other time you want. We'll be back on Thursday to finish up this playthrough at the very least, if not more. I'm trying to probably do too many things at once and it's going to screw me over and it's just going to end badly, but that's fine. I don't think we're going to get the code from hydroponics. Geoponics? Hydroponics? Whatever, it doesn't matter. But I guess you never know. We will see. Until next time, though, thanks a bunch. Doodles.